now rocking with the hottest boxing podcast in the land with your host, Coach Malachi Williams.
True.
For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Yeah. What's up, family? This is our boy, Coach Malachi Williams in the building. We are back. True Media Podcast. We are here. Y'all know what time it is. What time it is. We in this bitch. Y'all know what it is, man. We sitting here, man. Finna rock out. Y'all already know what time it is with me. So, I stay on them trees. So y'all know what time that is. Shit, ain't no secret about that. But shout out to Miss Black Panther. Daniel Agnew is in the building. John is in the building. Both Johns. John Martinez. What's going on, brother? What's going on, fam? You know what I mean? So salute to you, fam. Shout out to Mr. G4L. Salute. Mr. G4L, full live. Mr. G, full. Hey, I used to love to hear Mac 10 say that. Full live. You know what I mean? It didn't the NWO and wrestling. Yeah, man. Salute, fam. Shout out to who else we got to have in the building, man. We're going to have a good show today. You can believe that. We're going to have a good show. You know what I mean? I was sitting back. I was reading. I was reading the Ring magazine. I was reading the Ring magazine, and it was talking about the 40-year anniversary of Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Tommy the Hitman Hearns war. And it had me thinking, like, okay, when was the last time I seen animosity like that in a fight like that? It just made me remember what American boxing used to be, and where it's at now. Where it's at now is just so far off the mark. You know what I mean? So far off the mark. They don't really have trilogies like that anymore. I mean, say what you want to say about Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury had a trilogy with Wilder. And he had two rematches. No, he had a trilogy with Wilder, and he had a rematch with Usyk. He did that. Usyk beat Joshua twice, had a rematch with Joshua, and then beat Fury and had a rematch with Fury. You know what I mean? And then now he's having another rematch with Daniel Dubois. Hey, let me tell you something, man. That Ukrainian, listen. We had Usyk, like the fighters like Alexander Usyk. We used to have that in the 80s. We had Usyks, Holyfield, you know what I mean? Before there was a Usyk, we had him, Evander Holyfield, Michael Nunn, Michael Moore, Michael Spinks, Larry Holmes, this assassin, Lord have mercy. We had that. I'm not talking about these. I was gonna throw some shots. But I ain't gonna throw no shots. I'm gonna keep these shots in the gun right now. YouTube. I'm not talking about it real far. That was a figure of speech. So yeah, man. So we had that. The excitement. The excitement. The exciting fights like that. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, man, I can honestly say I don't think we had any divas in that era neither. We didn't have any divas. We didn't have any divas at all. Not that I can think of. We talking about the 80s and the 90s, man, it was just, just a whole nother cloth. Just a whole nother cloth. You get what I'm saying? But so we want to talk about the anniversary, but there's another anniversary that's coming up as well. I don't know if you guys realize that. April 20th, last year, in New York at the Barclays Center, Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia took battle, and Devin Haney lost that fight. But then it got reversed to a no contest because Ryan Garcia cheated. He had PEDs in his system. He said he didn't know how he got there. And what the day is, the 16th? In 4 days would be the year anniversary from Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight. That's going to be the 1 year anniversary right there. The 1 year anniversary of Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Now, of course, they have a fight coming up May the 2nd, May the 2nd or May the 3rd, somewhere up in there. And of course, they're not fighting each other, but they will share the ring with their respective opponents. They will be in the same building, the same ring, and all that stuff. You get what I'm saying? So, I say all that to say this. So we had that anniversary coming up. I just want to throw that out there. Hey, shout out to Boss Desk. Boss Desk, what's going on, fam? Hey, Boss Desk. We have the 1 year anniversary. Hey, shout out to the Boston Boys, man. Shout out to the Boston Boys. Shout out to Jonathan David over there on Instagram. Hey, listen, check it out. We have so we had a 1 year anniversary of that. Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. That's coming up in 4 days, not 4 days, 4. In 4 days, that's coming up. You get what I'm saying? So, do you guys want to celebrate it or what? I don't know. Y'all want to celebrate it? We can do that. We can celebrate it. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think. Hey, shout out to a film about Ali. Shout out to a film about Ali. We got some fights coming up this weekend. I told you we're gonna address those, man. But I was just reminiscing, man. Hey, check it out. When I was reading the Ring magazine, I had to go back and look at that fight, man. And just to look. Shout out to Boss Man Tony. Shout out to MPR. And the look, and the look on Hagler. Hagler's one of my favorite fighters. Like, bro, Hagler. Listen, bro, I love Hagler. Like, literally, you get what I'm saying? My favorite fighter, and of course, all of this is subjective to the individual, is Sugar Ray Robinson. Ray Robinson is my guy. But I love Willie Pep. I love Ezra Charles. I love all of them. You know what I mean? But the guy who I was watching in the 80s, the middle was Hagler. Hagler, man, the nigga Hagler, man, Hagler was on some other shit. Them dude, the Mike McCallums. I think Mike McCallum turned pro in like 81, 82, somewhere around there. But listen, man, the man fought everybody, man, literally. He stayed in one division. He wasn't a multi-division world champion, but guess what he did though? He fought any and everybody. He fought against all contenders, even when he didn't have to. Now, he probably didn't get everybody, but the man had 66. The man had, 66 fights or 70, somewhere around 70 fights, something like that. I think it was 60-something, 3-1 or something like that. I don't know. Just a whole nother animal. Just some of the stuff that I hear some of these guys, straight out of Brockton. Just some of the stuff I hear, when I hear these fools online, and I'm so happy that I don't take the boxing serious as serious I used to anymore. I don't take it serious on YouTube. I don't. You know what I mean? Because I know what it is. It's just a bunch of, fanboy content creators and a bunch of fans who just are fans of promotional companies, and you get what I'm saying. I know it ain't that. I remember I was having a conversation with Steve Kim, and Steve Kim, we're not going to have a lot of people for this show because this show is not talking about the current fighters, but Yeah, I didn't want to do no show on that. We're gonna talk about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney and that fight card. We will talk about that, but I just, this right here, man, was this was the one for me. This was the one for me. This is the one for me. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to Brockton, man. Like that dude Hagler was so disciplined, bro. That dude was so disciplined, man. Like, god damn. And another and I told y'all, hold on, and I told y'all, like I told Miss Black Panther, I said, look, at the time of the Hitman Hearns had a Jerry curl. We're activated in it. You get what I'm saying? So, I didn't hear Hearns say one time that the activated got in his eyes. You know what I mean? Wait a minute, hold on, dog. I knocked out because, you know what I mean? I had to get my hair done. I got my, they got my curl done, dog. Jerry curl juice, dripped in my eye, dog. That's what it was. He didn't say none of that. And he had a curl. Like this. Boy, this era here. But there's hope. There's hope. There's hope from the younger generation. The younger generation, there's hope. You know what I mean? I mean, like the Keith Colognes, the Abdullah Masons, the Keyshawn Davises, you get what I'm saying? The Baron Rodriguez. There's hope with those guys. There's hope with those guys. The dudes who came up idolizing Floyd Mayweather, those fighters that are in boxing, that had sparring wars in their gyms and stuff like that. Those fighters, those fighters are the diva fighters. That era, I would say that little era. I'm not going to say all of those fighters are diva fighters, but I just say that era. That little era right there, that little pocket right there. You get what I'm saying? That little pocket right there. Then you got the Jitter Boys coming up under them. I have a little hope in the Jitter Boys that's coming up under them. You get what I'm saying? Hey, what's that boy? Hey, what's that boy out of the UK, man, that hit like a Mack truck? Hey, what is that? Hey, what that dude out of was Muhammad? Hey, what's that dude out of the UK? I like that dude there, man. What's that dude? I forgot his name. Damn, man, I forgot the dude's name, man. What my UK people at? What my UK people? Well, what Green Eyes P at? What the dude name? What the dude name? They're comparing him to Mike Tyson already and stuff like that. Yeah, Moses. That's his name, Moses. I like that boy Moses, Daniel. I like that boy Moses. Yeah, I like Moses. Yeah, I like him now. I like him. See, the thing that's missing from the game today is the mentality. I mean, you're all fighters. We know that. Everybody fight. You guys are fighters. We know that, right? But I'm talking about a mentality. When I think about that era there, it was a mentality. I don't see that mentality in today's time. I see it in certain fighters, in some fighters, but I don't see them. I don't see that mentality there. It's just too much. It's politics has always been involved in boxing, but in today's time, it's just too political and it's too diva-ish. When I say that, I'm saying over here in America. I always say American boxing because it ain't going on nowhere else but America. But us Americans, we like the drama. We like the drama. We like the we like the bickering back and forths. We like the Twitter beefs. I have come to enjoy that. Okay, man. They fighting on Twitter. I'm gonna take the fight however I can get it. If I can't get it in the ring, let me get the fight on Twitter. You get what I'm saying? Get hit it with a check left hook on the keyboard or something. If I can't get the fight in the ring, okay, let me see Tank. Let me see Tank and Shakur fight on Twitter then. Then we can debate on who won the fight on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what it has come to. True. Yeah, man. It don't take much. I told y'all before. Hey, shout out to M. Cole. It don't take much to impress on the press of mofo nowadays. Yeah, they see a dude. Hey, Z Pacino, what's going on, fam? They see a dude hitting. They see a dude hitting the pads real good. They look at a nigga pad work and they be like, yeah, man, you try to tell you won't nobody can beat him. And I'm like, sir, you saw the dude hit the pads. He did a choreographed pad routine, Hey, shout out to Kendall Price. Hey, the man did a choreographed pad routine, and you right here, you hollering about he pound for pound right now. You get what I'm saying? To this day, really though. But this bomb is taking the easy matches, fighting other bomb. Hey, you hollering about the man pound for pound right now. Based on what? You judge these fighters, you judge fighters in any combat sports on what they do over a period of time. It's what you do consistently over a period of time is how you can reflect and look back and say, okay, the reason why, the logic behind me saying this guy is the best or he this, he that, and that is because when I sit back and reflect and look at all the things he's accomplished throughout his career and who he fought and when he fought them. Because it's not just who you fight, it's when you fight them as well. Do you get what I'm saying? In that era, a lot of fighters fought when they was in their prime. In this era, there's a strong argument for, it's the opposite. Matter of fact, you know what? It's the opposite. Yeah, it's the opposite in this era. Now, we ain't trying to fight no prime. You ain't gonna get no prime, Wilfred Benitez and Sugar Ray Leonard. In this era, no, man, he, wrong side of the street, this and that. I don't like what he said on Twitter. No, man, I'm the A side, you got the weight on me. So you don't get the prime fighters in this era fighting each other. You'll get the older guys fighting each other, Wilder, Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk. You get what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But you don't necessarily get the young dudes in their prime fighting each other. For the most part. Now, we did get Tank and Ryan Garcia. But that got an asterisk because, it really don't have an asterisk. Ryan Garcia agreed to the rehydration and the catch weight. So that's on him. But if that was a Hagler or Hearns, it wouldn't have been no situation like that. Look, it ain't gonna be no rehydration clause, no catch weight. I don't give a damn what you come in at. Don't even worry about it. Just make the weight, then we ain't worried about the other stuff. You rehydrate whatever you want to rehydrate to. I don't care. But those are different fighters, right? It just then we got Devin Haney. We did get Devin Haney. We got Devin Haney Lomachenko. Hold on, one thing I will say now. We got Devin Haney Lomachenko, and we got Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. And then Devin Haney did go overseas and fight on George Kambosos. So I know y'all don't like Haney, but look, he fought Loma, and he fought Ryan. Ryan fought Tank, and Ryan fought Devin Haney. So you can make an argument that, okay, you know what? Ryan Garcia fought Tank. Ryan Garcia fought Devin Haney. Devin Haney fought Ryan Garcia and Lomachenko. So you can kind of make an argument. Teofimo Lopez fought Lomachenko. He fought Josh Taylor, but that wasn't the same Josh Taylor. He didn't fight him in his prime. You get what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying? So it's just certain things. Bro, like the middleweight division was such a glamorous division, fam. I take pride in the middleweight division. The middleweight division, man, is, bro, like what happened to our American fighters, bro? My nigga, like, you get what I'm saying? Specifically the black fighters, the black American fighters. The black American fighters, man, in the 80s and 90s, man, them dudes was, man, like what happened? Anyways, let's get into the show. But let me read the opening monologue. Marvelous Marvin Hagler versus Tommy the Hitman Hearns, the war. This is the anniversary. On May the 3rd, Ryan Garcia, pivot a little bit. On May the 3rd, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, and Devin Haney will return to the ring in New York at the Barclays Center. Teofimo Lopez last fought Steve Claggett back in June of 2024. Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia last fought each other on April the 20th, 2024 in New York. 4 days from now, it would be the anniversary of, I don't know what you want, the Haney pack. We can say that. Ryan is coming off a year-long suspension for drug cheating after beating Devin Haney at the Barclays Center. When I looked at their opponents, Ryan Garcia has the easiest fight. Ryan is fighting Rolly Romero. I'm going to be respectful today. Devin the Dream Haney is fighting Jose Pedraza. Teofimo is fighting Arnold Barboza. Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez appear to have stiff competition ahead of them, while Ryan Garcia seems to have the easy competition. He only needed a 2-week training camp to get ready for roly-poly. That's all. Barboza versus Tio is another matchup that I'm intrigued by. In other news, April the 15th, yesterday, marks the 40th anniversary of Marvin Hagler versus Tommy the Hitman Hearns. Epic battle dubbed The War. Hagler and Hearns were supposed to fight each other back in 1982. I don't know if you guys remember that. They were supposed to fight each other back in 1982. But Hearns had to pull out of the fight on multiple times because of hand injuries. You know, Hearns threw his right hand with all of his might. That's how he was able to knock out Roberto Duran. Well, Hearns throw that right hand, he throwing it. That's one thing you're gonna learn from Emmanuel Stewart. Emmanuel gonna show you how to throw. He gonna show you how to shoot that jab, and he gonna show you how to turn that right hand over. You know what I mean? Steve Kim told me some stories about Manny Stewart, man. RP to Manny Stewart, man. Yeah, man, look here, boy. When he threw that right hand, he threw. I'm trying to break my hand and knock your ass out. When he threw that right hand, he threw it, bro. And then you get what I'm saying. So it is what it is. But as I said before, they were supposed to fight in 1982, but Hearns had to pull out because of hand injuries. By the time both men stepped into the ring at Caesars Palace Hotel in Las Vegas, the tension, the dislike, and the animosity between the two men had hit an all-time high. Hagler's undisputed titles were on the line, and he was ready to die inside that ring that night. This wasn't a boxing match. If you want to say, I don't know, rock'em sock'em or whatever. Boy, it was one of them. It was one of them. This ain't no strategy, dog. Hey, Hagler, Hearns, what's your strategy tonight? Strategy? Don't need one. I'm running right at him. I'm finna run him or running right at him. That's the strategy. I'm going right at him. You know what I mean? Hearns, what's your strategy? Strategy? I'm gonna knock his ass out. I'm going right at him. It ain't no strategy. How you gonna box him? We ain't now. Both men can box very well. We ain't doing no boxing. We finna go at it. When the last time we had a fight like that? Hey, when the last time we had a fight like that? I'm talking about a business. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, boy. This wasn't a boxing match at all. This was a war. This was a fight. Pretty much, both men pretty much met in the middle of the ring, and they started dropping bombs from the second the bell rung. Hearns hit Hagler with some vicious right hands, left hooks too. You know what I mean? And Hagler ate him. Hagler got hurt. Hagler got stunned a couple of times in that fight. He wobbled a couple of times in that fight, but his will to win would not allow him to stop punching. Hagler had a chin in the head. No diddy. If you punch him on top of your head, I heard that on Hearns when he hit Hagler on top of the head, he broke his hand. You know what I mean? And Hagler had a chin too. Hagler, listen, because Hearns, let me tell you something. Them right hands, some of them right hand shots that Hearns was hitting Hagler with, flesh on his chin, that would have knocked any man out that night. Any man. That would have knocked any man out that night. For him to hit that dude, you know what type of chin you gotta have to take a right hand from Tommy Hearns? Man, shit, nigga, Hagler had melatonin in his chin. You get what I'm saying? Like for real though. Now I will say this: Hagler was stunned several times in the fight, but his will to win would not allow him to stop throwing punches. Now, although the fight only lasted 3 rounds. And some people say 8 minutes of hell, right? It only lasted 3 rounds. You know what I mean? But it was the best 3-round. It was the best 3-round fight that I've ever seen. You get what I'm saying? Some people would say this fight was the best fight ever. You know what I mean? We had a lot of fights in boxing, so I don't want to get caught up in the hyperbole of that. But this fight is up there. It's up there. But as you know, as I said before, some people would say this is the best fight ever, but it was never going the distance. It wasn't going to go the distance at all. Marvin Hagler was determined to use his power and his strength, to try to overwhelm Tommy Hearns, and he wanted to use that to his advantage. Hagler knew that he could stop Tommy Hearns if he jumped on Hearns early. If he jumped on him early and put the pressure on him, from the start, he knew he could stop him, right? Well, at least that was his belief. Hearns was the taller fighter. Hearns was I think it was 6.5 feet or 6'1" or something like that. You know what I mean? 6.5 feet to 6'1", so somewhere around that height, right? But he was very lean and he lacked strength in his legs. And Hearns was known for people saying that he was kind of, he was kind of chinny a little bit. He had a mean right hand, but his legs wasn't the strongest. You know what I mean? So, when he started getting tested on that chin, them knees are buckle and all that stuff there and yada, 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 but Hearns had a mean right hand, a mean jab, mean left hook, mean bolo punch, and when he threw his punches, he turned with his shots. Hearns, like a lot of times people fought Hearns, he cut him. He cut him because he know how to turn, bro. He know how to turn that. He know how to turn that jab. When he throwing that jab, he know how to turn it. When he throwing that hook, he know how to turn it. When he dropping that right hand, he know how to turn it. So when you fought Hearns, man, Hearns, a whole lot of people used to get cut fighting Hearns, boy, because he know how to turn them shots. I was talking to Dickie. I was talking to Icky Woods, right? No, Dickie. I was talking to Dickie Woods, right? Dickie Woods, we're known trainer Dickie Woods. He trained a lot of them. Chico Corrales, James Lights Out, Tony, all that there, right? He said what's missing in boxing today, like they be doing all this pretty pad work. Everybody doing all the pretty pad. Everybody want to look like Florida Roger Mayweather doing the pad work, right? The pity pad. Everybody want to do that. He said, but what's missing? He said, you got a bunch of coaches, but you don't have You got a bunch of trainers, but you don't have teachers. They have boxing trainers, but you don't have boxing teachers. The coach is the teacher. You get what I'm saying? They're not even teaching these dudes how to turn their shots when they throw them. That's what Dickie Wood was telling me. He said, man, everybody try to look pretty with the pretty pad work. He said, man, we ain't do none of that shit. We ain't do none of that shit. You know what I mean? All trying to look, all that pretty stuff. Floyd Mayweather was the one that popularized that. But he was saying, look, man, when you watch boxing, look at how the fighter throw the shot and look at how he turning the shots over. Look at how he turning them over, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to Marky Beyond. Salute, brother. But as I said, man, Hagler was the shorter fighter between the two. Now he was listed at 5'8". Hagler was listed at 5'8", but he had a 75-inch arm reach. 5'8" with a 75-inch arm reach. There's some long ass arms. That's why when he used to shoot that gazelle punch, he like leaping across the ring. He always landed that jab because Hagler was a master at measuring the distance. He was a master at closing that distance, man. And and when you think that you are out of harm's way, he knew exactly what he had a quick little leap. Now he best try to leap at your ass, bop, catch it with that straight jab. And you like, God damn, man, I thought he was far away. Nah, he was right there. You get what I'm saying? Like for real though. So I mean, it is what it is. The game plan. No, another thing too. Now Hagler had a 75-inch arm reach, but Hearns had a 78-inch arm reach. Hearns had some long ass arms too, bro. 78 inches. You get what I'm saying? Some long arms. The game plan for Hagler was simple: jump on Hearns early and drag him into a dogfight. That was the best way to beat him. You know what I mean? Marvin Hagler dominated the middleweight division, and Marvin Hagler checks all of the boxes when it comes to my boxing criteria. My boxing criteria is Hagler, Hearns, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, all those guys check the box, right? My boxing criteria is the level of competition you fought. Hagler checked that. How many top 10 fighters you fought? Hagler, check that. How many career-defining fights you've had? Hagler, check that. Or if you had any. And did you fight the best of your division? Hagler, check that. And if you stayed in the weight division a long time, did you dominate the weight division? Hagler, check all the boxes.
True.
He checked all the boxes. All of them. What do you guys remember about this for the old heads? The young heads ain't gonna know nothing about this, but what do you guys remember about the fight billed as the war between Hagler and Tommy Hearns? I'm dedicating this show to the old heads. I'm dedicating this show to you guys. You know what I mean? This show right here. The jitterbugs ain't gonna, you know what I mean? But the jitterbugs ain't gonna probably be feeling this show right here, but I'm dedicating this guy to the old heads. Today's show is sponsored by Foster's Barbershop, located at 1923 West Main Street, West Tampa, Florida, 33607. If you are in the city of Tampa, Florida, and you're looking to get a nice haircut at a luxury barbershop, please download the app Booksy. That's BOOK, like book XY. Type in Foster's Barbershop, download the app, and book an appointment right here at Foster's Barbershop. A lot of celebrities be there as well. You know what I mean? So, but you got to book an appointment. There's not going to be a lot of people there. You know, it's not going to be a long line, and they serve drinks in the back, and you can smoke in the back as well. Let's give my sponsor, Foster's Barbershop, a round of applause. Yeah, man. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Hey, what you say, man? He said, yeah, I'm trying to tell you, dog. Like I'm kind of like, you know, y'all know, you know, I'm a fanboy, dog, on Hagler, Hearns, Roberto Duran. Shit, I met Roberto Duran. So I was like, God damn, they Roberto Duran. You know what I'm saying? I see these other cats. I be like, oh, that's what it said. You know what I mean? All right, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I saw Bam, man. Bam. I like Bam. I ain't gonna lie. Bam Rodriguez. That's another young jitterbug. I like, man. I like Bam, boy. Bam. I fuck with Bam. Hey, Bam. Now Bam want that smoke for real. Shout out to Green Eyes P.
Hey, okay.
Dropping 2 pounds on your boy. She say, Warrior always remember. Yes. Absolutely. Shout out to Green Eyes P again.
Hey, okay.
She say Tommy not say he had his hair done 2 days ago. No. He didn't say that. He didn't say that at all. Bro, like Tommy, listen, Tommy, yeah, you know what I noticed about Tommy Hearns too? Tommy Hearns and Hagler, they was mean, bro. They was mean. Like Hearns, bro, I'm looking at the face-off. If you look at the face-off with Hearns and Hagler, bro, the way Hearns gave Hagler a death stare. He gave him a death stare, bro. Like the way he was looking at him, I'm gonna show it. The way he was looking at Hagler, and the way Hagler was looking at him, the way Hagler was looking at Hearns, bro. I was like, you ain't, man, my nigga. I ain't seen that, boy. Boy, that was beef right there, boy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
That was the era when people took pride, when fighters took pride in being the champion. In today's time, fighters don't take pride in being a champion. I'm gonna say American fighters. They don't take pride in being a champion. In that era, there was a sense of pride of being a champion. It was a sense of pride of being a champion. In today's time, you just got a bunch of title holders. You just got, listen. You just got a bunch of title. Marky Beyonce, he say, Coach, I was comparing old school boxers to today's cats. Who Boots remind you of, Coach? Boots don't remind me of nobody. Boots don't remind me of nobody. I don't compare these young fighters to old school fighters. Shout out to Fistiana Fights. What's going on, sis? I don't compare young fighters to old school fighters. I don't do that. Because what happens is you go to telling me, because to me it's disrespect to the old school fighters. These dudes ain't doing nothing nowhere near what those guys have done. So I can't compare this dude. I can't compare Boots to any of those dudes. He don't remind me of nobody. He remind me of Jerron Boots Ennis. He remind me of Jerron Boots Ennis. I'm just being honest with you. But anyways, man, before we get into the show, we got to say all praise due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth, Mr. Al Heyman. And I say that sarcastically.
Well, I guess I gotta be like everybody else and sing Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Man, I should have called my main man Steve Kim, boy. Steve Kim told me some stories about when he talked to Bob. You had he was talking about when he talked. Damn, sorry, I can't. Let me get it out. He was talking to Bob Arum about the how that deal was made. Was it when Bob finally got with Top Rank? Because not with Bob, when Hagler first got with Top Rank, I don't know if you guys knew, they had to get in contact with Congress. I think Tip O'Neill, because Hagler was being blackballed. He was being blackballed in boxing, and Hagler, none of the promoters wanted to mess with him. He was known for being a badass. He was that guy at that time, and Don King put together a tournament. I want to say it was on ABC. On the Wide World of Sports, he put together a tournament, and I think they had boxing matches on a warship, USS Cole warship or something like that. They had boxing matches there, and Don King had a fixed ranking system, and they had a tournament going on. He had a fixed ranking system in the tournament, and Hagler couldn't be a part of that. You get what I'm saying? It was a lot of crazy stuff that was going on. So you got the. Hey, hold on. Green, oh, that's Green Eyes P. Shout out to Green Eyes P. Ficiano, what's going on, Ficiano? John Martinez. So the Petronelli brothers, the Nelly brothers, they believed in Hagler. The Petronelli brothers, they believed in Hagler, bro. And Hagler believed in them. That was a tough dude, fam. Bro, that was listen, man, just the mentality that you have to have, I don't really see that in today's boxing in America. I don't. It's a lot different. Again, not taking anything away from these fighters here, but I just haven't seen it yet. That mentality, them dudes was mean, bro. They was mean. It might be a couple of fighters that have that meanness. It might be a couple of fighters that have that meanness like that. When they fight, it's like they got gunpowder in their mouth or something. When they fight, it's a couple of American fighters. You know what I mean? That's like that. But yeah, man. And they fought each other. They fought each other in their primes. Now Hagler and Sugar Ray wasn't in their prime. They fought each other, but I'm saying, but for the most part, you got a lot of prime fights. Like fights happen in their prime, wasn't no over marinating, wasn't none of that. Like, okay, hell, Sugar Ray Leonard and Wilfred Benitez fought each other, and when they was like 21, 22, something like that. Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray fought each other. What, the early 80s, 81, 82, somewhere around there. They was in their 20s. Roberto Duran dominated the lightweight division. You get what I'm saying? So they fought. There was not in the politics that you hear going on today. You get what I'm saying? That's not in the politics that you have going on today. That just wasn't there. Like they wanted real smoke. You get what I'm saying? They wanted real smoke, and a fighter's word meant something. Hagler was the type of guy. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. I told you I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna give you my word. I'm gonna fight you. Hagler, you don't have to fight him. No, I gave my word. I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna do that. He was that guy. You know what I mean? Man, you shouldn't fight John the Beast Mugabe. No, he the number one contender. I'm gonna fight him. Listen, hey, listen, no, he the number one contender. I'm gonna fight him. But you passed your prime, Hagler. I think he fought John the Beast Mugabe. That was in 1986. That was the year before he fought Sugar Ray. When Sugar Ray seen that fight, he said that's when he knew he could beat Hagler and all that stuff. Then he came back and, I thought Hagler won, but but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm talking about in 87. But he fought him. He defended his undisputed titles against any and all comers. Any and all comers. Hagler defended this. Like, bro, the man was the champ for like what, 7 years, something like that. I think he was the champ for like 7 years. Nigga, I ain't going nowhere. Staying right here, dog. I'm staying right here. All you little niggas want to move up, think you can knock me off my crown, just come on up here. I'm staying right here. Listen, this my house. This my house. Anybody coming in here talking about taking my belts, I'm fighting. You get what I'm saying? I'm just saying though, I'm just saying though, it is what it is. It is what it is, so, I'm just saying, listen, anybody coming in my house, want to, talk about taking my belt, that, again, that's when people, fighters took pride in being a champion. When you was the champ, you took pride in being the champion. If you had the titles, you took pride in having those titles. It's different now. It's different now. You get what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Anybody listen, man. Anybody hating on Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Tommy the Hitman Hearns, Riley, get him.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
You get what I'm saying? Listen, bro. Check this out. I'm just saying though. And Blood called the show, and he spoke about those Philly fighters. Benny Briscoe, Sugar Ray Seals. You get what I'm saying? He spoke about them. You get what I'm saying? I remember what's my main man name? Willie Monroe. You get what I'm saying? You had to fight those dudes. What year this was? I want to say was it 80? What year that was Hagler fought Vito? I think that was his 50th professional fight. Bro, for you to finally fight for a title after your 50th on your 50th professional fight, bro, that tell you everything you need to know. It took this man 49, 50 fights to get a shot at the title. He fought Vito. I think he fought Vito on 15 rounds. They went 15 rounds. And I think it ended in a draw. And I remember watching an old interview because my uncle, R.I.P. to Uncle Benny, my Uncle Benny is the one that put me up on boxing. And he loved Sugar Ray Leonard. Ray Leonard was his guy. But he liked Hagler as well. Hagler. I loved Hagler more than I loved anybody in that era. Hagler was my guy. You know what I mean? Marvin Hagler, right? Sugar Ray was the one that everybody loved the most. Sugar Ray was he was the golden boy before the golden boy, Oscar De La Hoya. Sugar Ray was that, the Olympian gold medalist, this and that, commercial endorsement. Sugar Ray, he just couldn't do no wrong. But it was something about Hagler that I liked more. Hagler was a blue collar dude. Hagler was a blue collar dude, wasn't no pretty boy. He was all business. And then when it came to boxing, it was mean as a rattlesnake. He took it personal. Bro. Hey, he took it personal. Like if you said you wanted to fight him, he didn't say, "Oh no, you got to fight such and such first. Oh man, he just trying to get a payday. That's all. He just trying to get a payday. No, Hagler didn't say that. He took that personal. Oh, you really want to fight me for real? Are you serious? All right, I tell you what, get in line. Cause I'm not vacating my belts. None of that. I'm staying right here in 160 in the middleweight division. This is what I'm saying at my entire career. I tell you what, I'm gonna fight all y'all. Y'all just get in line, and he gonna fight all of them. Hey, shout out to shout out to Moise. Moise, what's going on? He gonna fight all of them, every last one of them. Ray Leonard, same thing. Sugar Ray Leonard, same thing. Sugar Ray Leonard ain't duck no smoke. Sugar Ray ain't duck no smoke at all. Roberto Duran, same thing. He didn't duck no smoke. At all, he didn't duck no smoke. They didn't use the language that these dudes using now. You hear what I'm saying? So, hey, the Tavern, he say 4 kings for a reason. Facts.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, 4 kings for a reason. 4 kings for a reason. That's why I laugh. That's why I laugh when this fool. What fool said that? What fool said that? Was that Showbiz? I don't know who said that. I don't know who said this dumbass shit. Yeah, when they said Ryan Garcia and what he said, Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, Devin Haney, and who else it was? Was it Teofimo Lopez? No, and Shakur Stevens or somebody, or whoever it was it Teofimo or somebody? They was the new 4 kings. It was the funniest ish I ever heard of in my life. I say this dude is a super casual content creator. Either that or he trolled or he pandering to his audience. He's either a super casual or he's pandering to his audience. Or he really believe that shit. And I'm like, because I grew up in that era. I know the mentality of Sugar Ray Leonard. I knew the mentality of Roberto Duran. I knew the mentality of Tommy the Hitman Hearns. And I damn sure knew the mentality of Hagler. Those 4 dudes he named don't even have that mentality. They didn't go through the gauntlet like those dudes went through. Like, as I said before, your name is built and created based on who you're fighting when you fought them. That's how you build your name. You don't get a name and it's held with respect, just because you got a pretty name. Sugar Ray wasn't sweet because he was Sugar Ray. Sugar Ray was sweet because of what he did in the ring, who he fought, when he fought him, how he performed under the lights. Sugar Ray got losses, he do. Roberto Duran, he built his name based on who he fought, when he fought him, the type of performance he put on in the ring. Tommy the Hitman Hearns, same thing. They called him the Hitman for a reason. That's why I laugh when Jamal Charlo say Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Dude, you ain't the Hitman. Ain't nothing Hitman about you. That disrespect to Tommy Hearns. Tommy Hearns was the Hitman. Tommy Hearns had a list. Okay, who all the niggas y'all say better than me? Sugar Ray Leonard, okay, got him on the hit list. Who else y'all say better than me? Oh, Roberto Duran, okay, got him on the hit list. Who else y'all say better than me? Iran Barkley, okay, got him on the hit list. Even though Iran Barkley will be there. Who else y'all got on the hit list? Hagler, okay, got him on the list. Like, listen, Tommy Hearns had a real list. He had a real list for real. These dudes ain't got no list today.
True.
Hey, look here. These dudes ain't, listen, they don't have no list today. You know how I know? You know how I know? You know how I know they don't have a list today? This how I know. Hold on. Where is that? This how I know.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out.
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who want it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be
But they know
named.
who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Nello.
How you gonna call yourself the Hitman, but you can't name the names that's on your hit list? Hey, shout out to Will. Hey, shout out to T-Bonafide. Listen, make this make sense to me. How can you call yourself the Hitman when you won't even name the names on your hit list? I'm just asking. Yeah, what I'm saying. Doesn't that? Hey, shout out to NPR. Salute, fam. Shout out to Mo Easy. Doesn't that? You know, like how? Like, you ain't got nobody on the hit list. You ain't got nobody on the hit list, but you call yourself the Hitman. Hey, shout out to Marky B. Hey, Marky B, I'm just saying, fam. Listen, I just thought about that just now. How do you call yourself the Hitman, but you don't have any names on your hit list? Mike Tyson, I told you, name the names, man. He told you, he said, please call these people out. Please call these people. We got millions of people watching. You have millions of people watching you. Mike Tyson gave you a layup. I mean, you got millions of people watching you, and you couldn't think of one name. You couldn't think of one name, fam. Millions of people watching you. Mike Tyson, he said, please call the people out. Call them out. You got millions of people watching. and the best thing, hey, John. Hey, John. Hey, John. Hey, the man gave him a layup. He gave him a layup, dog. Hey, shout out to Will. Will said oxymoron. He said that was an oxymoron statement. Facts. Hey, facts. Bro, the man gave you a layup. I said, who you got? He said, hold on, wait a minute now. Hold on, wait a minute, Will. I got a whole hit list right here. Who you got, coach? Who you got? Call him out. They say, I want Pork Chop Willie first. All right, after I whoop him, I want Shawty Big Nuts. Okay, after him, I want Whole Head Cheese. After him, that's right. I want Pork Chop Willie. Okay, after him, a Chico Stick. After him, I got this Jamaican fighter I want to fight named Oxtails. You know, after him, let's see. Colt 45. That's that nigga that be trying me at the liquor store. You get what I'm saying? Like, I got a hit list right here. I got a hit list. Hey, okay, listen. I'm gonna give a perfect example. You know, when I was you guys do know I turned the other cheek. I'm nice. I'm the nice coach now. I'm not snapping anymore. I'm not going off anymore. You know, I'm just, I turned the other cheek. You know, I'm turning the other cheek. I'm a nice guy, right? But when I wasn't a nice guy, I had a hit list. Let's see. Jabba the Hutt, check. Okay, I got him on the list. The Butter Biscuits, check. I got all them niggas. Let's see. Whole Money. I mean, shout out Ace Money, but let's call him Whole Money. Check. I got him. The nigga in the wheelchair. Phony Brown, check. No Money Brown, check. Okay, I got him. Let's see who else I got on here. I got some more. I got some more here now. Let's see. Wait a minute now. Hold on now. I had a whole, because I had so many people at me. You know what I mean? The Aerosexuals, check. All right, okay. On the Wild Dads, check. Okay, got him too. Let's see what we got. Turkinator Army, check. All right, you know what I mean? Let's see who else we got. So I had a whole list. So I had to go to war for like about 3.5 years. About 3.5 years. About 3 years. I was about to say about 3.5 years. I would have walked 3. I don't chill down now. I had a list. You know. Yeah, Janitor 40, check. You get what I'm saying? I had a whole hit list. Shout out to Justin. You know, I don't need the list no more. All the names scratched off. Okay, I took care of him, Charles. Cross that out. Yeah, I'll cross that out too. Cross that out. Yeah, I'll cross that out. See, all the names crossed out. So I don't put the fire down. I say, okay, I'm finna put the gun down, YouTube. I ain't talking about no real gun. I'm talking about this Nerf gun I got over here. Talking about the Nerf. I ain't talking about nothing real. But I'm saying, but anyway, that's it. It's over with, man. I don't scratch it out. I don't scratch off all the names off the list. So you get what I'm saying? I just want to throw that out there. You know, it is what it is. So anyway, I want to show y'all this here. Man, I want to show y'all this here, boy. God damn, I want to show y'all this here, fam. Man, this bruh, nigga talking about a hostile territory. This a hostile environment. Let me let y'all see this right here. Now, this when Hagler fought Alimenter. Some would say that Hagler got robbed when he fought Vito in 79. He should have been the champion. Busted him up and stuff like that. But he got robbed. They said the fight was a draw. So Hagler went back to work. I think he won like 4 or 5 fights in a row. And then he got a shot at Alimenter. I want to say at Wembley Stadium. I think it was Wembley, if I'm not mistaken. Wembley Arena or something like that. Wembley Stadium, something like that, right? And Hagler had to go overseas. Hagler remembered. Hagler said that, you know what? From this point forward, and this is what he said after Vito, for what I can remember. I think it's an old video out there or something. He said, from now on, these gonna be my judges. You know, these right here gonna be my judges from now on. So Hagler mentality was, whoever I get in the ring with, I have to stop him. Because if I don't stop him, if it go to the scorecards, it ain't no telling what's gonna happen. They may rob me. So his mentality was, I'm finna knock these mofos out, whoever I get in the ring with. So I got to give it some context. This Hagler, after he won the middleweight title in London.
Champion of the world is Marvin Hagler. That quickly. And here it was. Minter made a terrible mistake of trying to mix it up with Hagler in the second round. That's Hagler.
Hold on. I ain't trying to show that. I'm trying to show after he won. Well, this it right here? I'm trying to show after he won. Hold on, where is that? Bro, they were throwing bottles. They were throwing beer cans. Bro, they were throwing beer cans. Boy, they were throwing everything. They were throwing everything at Hagler, man. The man had them. Oh, here you go right here. Here you go right here. This is it right here. They throwing everything at him. Hagler had no one. Look at that.
Now bottles are being thrown into the ring.
They go to Perinelli brothers. Y'all see that? Boy, they throwing everything.
The British fans.
Top rank, boy. Y'all listen, boy. Listen. Boy, y'all listen. Y'all say what y'all want to say. Here you go right here.
This fight, when Minter tried to mix it up,
Hagler, the man couldn't even celebrate his victory, bro.
Now bottles are being thrown into the ring. And beer cans.
They throwing bottles of beer. Howard Cosell in the back. They don't have color. They don't have color commentators in today's time. They don't listen. They don't have color. They don't have color commentators. Colorful commentaries. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. They don't have that. Boy, y'all see that there? The man getting escorted out the ring. Hostile territory. They ain't go right there. See, this what Brian Norman Jr. gonna have to go through if he go to Philly. If he go to Philly, want to fight Boots, this what he gonna have to go through if he win. Y'all see that? The police, listen, the Scotland Yard police had to escort. That the Scotland Yard, they came out there. They had, listen, Liverpool, they had to come out there and escort Hagler back to the locker room. Literally. They had to come. Listen, they had to come. Man, listen, man, we got to get that dude up out of here, man. We got to get him up out of here. To this day. You get what I'm saying? Hey, what you say, WMS? He said the commentating is horrible now. Oh my God, the commentator is horrible, bro. Listen. That's why when we do fight parties, I never listen to the commentary. For what? There's no energy. There's nothing. It's boring, bro. It's just boring. Shit, got them Hagler fought Bobby Watts, Alimenter, Vito got robbed of that. You know of that. Some say. Then he fought Vito again. Well, listen. Let me show you how cold. Let me show you how cold Hagler was. After being robbed for fighting Vito in 1979, Hagler went on. Hold on, check this out. Let me pull this stuff up. Bear with me. Let me pull up his resume. All right, got a Hagler up right here. Okay, 1979. After the draw against against Vito, Hagler fought. Hagler had 3 more fights before he fought for the title. So when he went to the UK, he beat Alimentor, and he kept that title all the way till when he lost it to Sugar Ray Leonard 7 years later. And he rematched Vito. He rematched Vito 2 years later and stopped him in the 14th round. Then Hagler fought doggone what's my main man name? Muhammad Hamshaw. Yeah. Who you fight and when you fought them. That plays a big part in all this stuff. You know what I mean? I'm trying to tell you, boy. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, doggone. When Hagler fought, what was that? No, Mustafa. Mustafa. Mustafa Hampshire. Mustafa, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm like, bro, Blood called the show yesterday, and he spoke about was it Bobby Seals? All the Philly fighters. All the Philly fighters, bro. Like them listen, let me tell you something. Them dudes out of Philly was some tough mofos, bro. Like them dudes out of Philly was tough, fam. You know what I mean? I'm like, fam, like I'm sitting there thinking, right? Like the mentality that those guys had back then was just crazy. And for me, I don't really see that. I don't see that now in today's American boxing. Like American boxing, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, you know, in comparison, has fell off big time. It's a new era. It's just a new era. It's a new era, you know. But a lot of these, like, there was a level of intimidation that came with a fighter coming out of the middleweight division, you know, from America. The level of intimidation, like, man, I'm finna get there with Hagler, man. Man, shit, nigga, you know, I got, Bernard Hopkins or whoever, or Julian Jackson or whatever. You know, I know he's Jamaican. But I'm just saying there was an aura. That was an aura. That's when, you know, you get what I'm saying? There was an aura back then. You had Roger Mayweather, the Black Mamba. You had a whole, you get what I'm saying? There's just a whole bunch of, you know, it just had a stigma, an aura. That stigma and that aura is not here today. There's no, like if I think of a Tank or a Devin Haney or a Shakur Stevenson or, you know, just, you know, the Ryan Garcia or any of these guys, I don't get that. I don't get that. Damn, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like you get it's different. And this ain't no knock on those guys. This ain't no knock on those guys, but it's different. Do you get what I'm saying? What you say, John? John say it's social media. Is it social media? You know what, John? I can't put my finger on it, bro. I can't put my finger on it, but the twisted is not there. The twisted is not there, fam. It's not there. It's more I think it's just too diva-ish for me. You know, like, hold on, matter of fact, let's do this. Let me go to Sugar Ray Leonard right quick. Let me pull up Sugar Ray Leonard. Well, I'll pull up Roberto Duran. Bro, like, let me pull up, goddamn. Hold on, let me do this. Well, this Roberto Duran right here. Remember I said back then they had a lot of prime fights, fighters who fought when they was in their primes, right? Let's see. We already know Roberto Duran ran through. You know, Roberto Duran, he started out as a featherweight, but he ran through. Let me see. Where Ray Leonard at? Roberto Duran fought Ray Leonard in 1980. I think they was in their 20s. in their 20s. He fought Ray Leonard twice. Then he fought Wilfred Benitez in 1982. All these dudes are younger than their primes. In today's time, it seems as though the prime young fighters, they're not, I think maybe the business model has changed. The business model might have changed to where the promotional companies, they don't want to risk the young fighters fighting another young, talented fighter. Do you get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So, goddamn, hold on. Where my man? Where Sugar Ray Leonard at? Let me pull up Sugar Ray Leonard. I wonder how old Sugar Ray was. What year Sugar Ray was born? 58? Was Sugar Ray born 1958? I think he was born 1958, something like that. I could be wrong though. 56 is somewhere around there. Floyd, I'm looking at when he beat Floyd Mayweather Sr. Floyd Mayweather Sr. was 15-1. But he fought Sugar Ray Leonard. Y'all check this out. Let me show y'all this here. Sugar Ray Leonard fought goddamn Wilfred Benitez in 1979. Look at this shit right here. 1979. Sugar Ray was like 20-something years old. Do you know what it's like to get a 20-something-year-old fighter in today's time? That's the equivalent of a 20-something-year-old Keyshawn Davis fighting. Well, Tank Davis is 30 years old, so he's 30. So I can't even compare that. But I'm just saying, like, if you say both of these guys are in their prime right now, that'd be equivalent of that fight going down right now. Or that'd be the equivalent of, Devin Haney and fighting Tank years ago or whatever. You get what I'm saying? And then right after that, he fought David Boy Green. Then he fought Roberto Duran twice. Back to back. See, these were prime fights right here. All of these was prime fights, prime years. Then in 81, he fought Tommy the Hitman Hearns. Both men were young and still in their prime. Stopped them in the 14th round. You get what I'm saying? Then Sugar Ray had some injuries and stuff like that. He retired for like 3 years, and he came back and he fought Hagler, and he beat Hagler in a split decision. And then he lost to Hearns right here in 1989. Fought Hearns again. Hearns beat him. Sugar Ray, the judges said it was a draw. If you go back and watch that fight, it ain't no way you come away with a draw in that fight. No way. Sugar Ray got knocked down twice in that fight. But anyways, that you couldn't, there was a rule of thumb. You couldn't beat Ray Leonard in Vegas. Couldn't beat him in Vegas. That was a rule of thumb right there back then. But what I'm saying is, I'm showing y'all that to say this. They like the young guys fought in their primes around that time. They didn't over-marinate the fight or whatever. Now it's hell. I can't think maybe Eddie Hearn. You know what? What do y'all think about Matchroom? I think Eddie Hearn kind of like got his young fighters fighting in their primes, right? What would y'all say? Hey, he didn't say they was betting. They was betting. That's why. Yeah, man. Hey, hold on. Check this out. And the fans were different. The fans were different back then. Listen, not only did the mentality change, but the fans were different back then when you're watching boxing in the 80s and 90s. The fans were different. the social media boxing, this is a strange place. He said, Coach, what about all the other fighters in that era that you didn't name? It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them. Mike McCallum. My mind always go blank, man. It's a bunch of them, bro. Pernell Whitaker, Zuma Nelson. Like, bro, it's a bunch of them, fam. Like, it's literally too many to name. Aaron the Hulk Pryor. You know, Terrible Terry Norris. I mean, it's so many, fam. You know what I mean? You got the G-Man. It was just it's too many, bro. It's too many. Too many. You get what I'm saying? Now you got hey, now this era here, like, again, it's crazy. Now I can't, man. And they're gonna Keita. They're gonna Keita. Keita, what's up, fam? What's up, fam? Bro, like, man, you listen, they had title fights and non-title fights, and they fought 15 rounds. Remember, Roberto Duran and Hagler fought 15 rounds. They had title fights and non-title fights. You know, so them dudes was tough, bro. They was tough. Hey, shout out to Bruce Gas. They was tough, fam. Them dudes were built different. Shout out to No Cap. She said, my daughter loves a lot of the old school flex. She bringing back the gold hoops and felines. Okay. Yeah, man. Anthony said 15 round days were brutal. Yeah, facts. I'm kind of glad they did take it down and they dropped it down to 12 rounds. I'm kind of glad they dropped it down to 12 rounds. I'm glad they did that, you know. But yeah, man, you know, they wasn't talking about fight person. If they was talking about fight person, we didn't hear about it. They wouldn't talk about, yeah, man, no, man, you know, my fighter the A side, and he got the bro. We didn't do that. Now, now we got the young bro. Now we got the young dudes. I can't even say the young dude because this is old Cresses. You know what? The old Cresses on YouTube made a bad example because a lot of the content creators, all of them in their 50s. Like some of your favorite content creators, all of them are in their 50s. Like myself, quite a few of them dudes from the Alphabet Boys, they're in their 50s. And then you got some older ones that's damn near 60 and stuff like that. And you know, bro, some of the stuff I be hearing that they say, fam, it be crazy. And then the younger dudes in their 30s, and then early 40s, they doing the same thing. They wasn't talking about who deserved what, my fighter doing the heavy lifting. And I'm like, fam, this shit is crazy. They act like we in the gym lifting weights. They act like we are in the gym lifting weights, just some of the talking points. And it's kind of foreign. It's kind of foreign to me. It's kind of foreign to me. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's different. Listen, bro, I'm not, again, as I said before, I'm enjoying the sport of boxing where it's at right now. But man, all that hyperbole, it take a whole lot to impress me, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm just enjoying the ride.
You wanna talk some shit? Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie? Where you from?
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call, and they all talking shit about you right now.
Call the coach at 530-494-9636. We waiting on your bitch ass. I saw a video from Blue Blood Sports TV. Blue dropped the video saying, "Yeah, man, you know, cause I don't know if you guys noticed, but hold on, let me show the PBC gangbang or something. I know a lot of y'all be gangbanging for the PBC. Shout out to Tip Bailey. Shout out to Tip Bailey. I want to show y'all something though. I've been seeing some of these pro PBC YouTube channels. Oh man, who Turkey Alex Sheik think he is? And the PBC don't need him. We don't need him. You know, those pro PBC guys. Okay. Yeah, man, Tate don't. Yeah, man, you get what I'm saying? Tate told him right. We don't need him. The face of boxer Canelo's over there now. That different. Okay, all right, let's go. Let me see. Let me see that I let me show y'all this. All right. This took all the shit with Keyshawn. All right. Let's go right there. Okay, let's go right here. Let me go right. Let me see if I find it. Got Abdullah Mason over there. Abdullah Mason. Top Rank has somewhere to go. I think a lot of y'all, you've been hearing that. Yeah, man, ESPN from the drop top, Top Rank, their contract is up in June and they ain't got nowhere to go. They have somewhere to go. Y'all will find out in a minute. But I want to show y'all something. Do any of you pro PBC game makers know who this is right here to the left? Any of you pro PBC game bankers? This is Louis DeCubas Jr. and Oscar De La Hoya. Hold on. Caller, hold on. Louis DeCubas, the father and the son, Scampson, Tom Brown, they are the ones those are Al Heyman's minions, from what I was told from another source. That's what he said. That was his minions. Those are the guys who all the deals go through at the PBC. They are the ones who pretty much running the PBC. Al Heyman's running the PBC through them because he owes some people a lot of money. Waddell and Reed, right? So all you pro PBC game bangers, that's your boss right there. Louis DeCubas Jr. And then Louis DeCubas Sr. And then Tom Brown. That's who's running the PBC right now. And then Oscar De La Hoya. You see everybody right here? I want to hear what Timothy Bradley had to say about that. Are they bending the knee? Oh, I would love to hear Tim say, yeah, man, the PBC bending the knee. Hold on, I want you to see this. And I want you to see this. Y'all didn't see this to the right? Hold on. You blow it up. You blow it up so you can see it. You didn't see this to the right? Turkey Island sheet photograph with PBC's Louis DeCubas Jr. and Golden Boy's Oscar De La Hoya for a Ring Magazine photo shoot. We are united to destroy boxing. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Corey from Texas.
Corey, talk to me.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite fights to watch on YouTube. I can't remember either one, 2 or 3 rounds, but it was a short one.
Yeah.
It was a banger. And my other favorite fight, other than that one to watch, that I can just watch over and over again, is Floyd versus Ricky Hatton. Because they kept on they thought Ricky Hatton was going to stop Floyd. He kept coming forward. Then Floyd hit him with the check left hook, and he hit the ring button.
Yeah.
This one's my favorite because, Marvin Hagler came out swinging real hard, and then Marvin got the best of him in that 3rd round. But they went at it. They went at it. I'll never forget, watching how Tommy Hearns came out to the University of Michigan fight song.
Yeah.
But that's one of the ones, Coach, you can just watch over and over again on YouTube, no matter what. It never gets old.
It's a bunch of them. No, it's a bunch of fights I never stop watching, bro. Like that one, the Hagler and Duran, Hagler and Sugar Ray, Hagler and Beto, Hagler and Mentor, Mustafa, just whoever, you know what I mean? It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of them, bro. Like it's a bunch of them.
And another one I like, Coach, is Pavlik versus Hopkins. Everybody thought beat Hopkins.
Yeah, Pavlik and Hopkins. Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah.
See, I said, oh damn, he whooped him.
Yeah.
So those are some fun ones, man. That when it's like down and up. Hey, did you see it?
Your phone? Yeah, you sound muffled. You on the Bluetooth, right?
Oh, I'm on the road. You know what?
Okay.
That's all right, Coach. I'm on. Anybody from Texas know Route 21. It's kind of scattered. So I'll call back in, Coach. I'll listen best I can, but I don't want to mess up the show. So I'll hit you back, Coach. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir. Salute, fam.
Yeah,
man. He sounds like I mean, it was just so many great fighters. Like, that. Okay, that who we gonna pick? Who we gonna pick? You know, caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, Coach, this is John Martinez in Boise, Idaho.
John Martinez, talk to me.
Basically, I remember all the hype and everything leading up to the fight. Hagler was always one of my favorite fighters, as was Tommy Hearns. It was really tough to pick. I really thought that Hearns had a chance, but I guess I greatly underestimated Hagler. You know, I should have known better, especially given everything that Hagler showed. But the one fight that I would recommend for everyone in this quick call that I'm about to end is Bobby Chacon versus Bazooka Limon 4.
Mm-hmm.
All 15 rounds of that fight are round of the year candidates, and you will not believe the end of the 15th round. And this is for those who have never seen it. Go watch it as soon as you have time. Thanks, Coach. You have a good day.
Hey, man, shout out to John Martinez, man. Damn, man. Yeah, you just put me up on one. I gotta look that one up. It was some great ones, bro. Like, fam, I be sitting back looking at some of the trilogies we got, man. You know, Barrera and man, doggone Barrera gave us some classics. Barrera and Morales, man, shit, bro. But hey, see, they used to throw hands back. They were throwing hands. You know, we talking about all the way up to the 2000s. All the way up to the 2000s. Hold on. All the way up to the 2000s, they were throwing hands. Aaron Morales and them and Barrera and all of them, they were throwing hands, dog. See, they don't throw hands no more. That's what it is. That's what I'm looking for. See, we get, you know, they fight over here in America, but they ain't throwing hands. You know, and then the fans is so it's just a different fan. Hey, the Cardinal said you'll wreck your brain trying to remember these fight. Man, I bro, it's too many of them. It's just too many of them. You know, I think the closest thing we got to a classic fight in this era was probably Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder probably the closest thing we got to a classic fight. Because we had a trilogy in it. It was drama. It was you get what I'm saying? there was a animosity. You get what it was everything. It was everything. And then the cherry on the top was the third fight. I'll call it what's your name you called it from.
Jamie from New York.
Jamie, talk to me.
What's up, Coach? You hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sound muffled, but I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Hey, Coach. All right, good. Another good fight to watch, Coach. Chiquita Gonzalez and Michael Carbajal, man.
Mm-hmm.
Those were wars too, man. You know? But, hey, Coach, I'm glad you did this show. You brought back memories, man. Thank you for that. The 4 Kings, they had no fear, man. You know, Hagler Hearns was the hardest 3 rounds ever, according to boxing experts. You know, Tommy Hearns, man, he hit Hagler so hard in the first round, I believe, the man broke his hand and kept fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have no choice.
Bro.
Hagler was coming.
Fighters today, they break a hand. Yo, they take a year off, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Bro, just again, and not just the 4 Kings, Coach. The reality is, all those fighters from that era, you know, from back then, you know, they would go 15 hard rounds like it was nothing, you know? Motherfuckers today, man, yo, they run out of gas by round 6, man. It's embarrassing. You know, not everybody, but anyway. But today, bro, they duck each other, you know. Back then, somebody, it was getting slept, you know. You know, they came to fight, you know, win or lose. You know, motherfuckers today, again, they're scared to take an L, you know. Today, they have more reasons not to fight than settle in the ring like they did back then. And I'll tell you what, back then, Coach, they all had all you had to do was mention somebody's name, bro, and you see them in the ring in 6 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No fear. You know? They did not marinate shit like they do today, bro. That also kills boxing. But anyways, man. Again, man, I'm glad that you did this show. Thank you for that. This is probably my best show, my favorite show ever. Brought back memories and respect from New York. I'm out.
All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Jamie, man. Yeah, man. Bro, let me tell you something. Listen, that doggone, what's my main man name? Mustafa Hampshire. Man, that dude fought Alimentor, fought Hagler, he fought Benitez. Man, that dude, man, I'm trying. Listen, they threw hands back then, dog. Again, it was just so many. It was just so many great fights and so many great fighters. You ain't got no great fighters like that in today's time. See, over in America, listen. The only thing you got to do over here to be great, just be popular. Hold on. Be popular. Wear a nice purse. Dance. Bro, just the criteria is different. And as I said before, I'm having so much fun in today's boxing because I don't take it serious, and I'm not emotionally invested in it. So I could talk shit about any one of these fighters. It doesn't get to me at all. I really don't care. I shit on your favorite fighter. For you young niggas who be fanboying for these popular social media fighters, I shit on them. Get y'all mad, laugh in the show, and go about my business because these dudes ain't that. They're not that at all. I promise you, they're not that. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Coach Bruce Gas, how we doing, my brother?
Man, Bruce Gas, talk to me, brother.
Hey, 70s and 80s, that's where I cut my teeth, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing about that era is when fighters came on the scene like Leonard, Thomas Hearns, Mike Tyson, these guys had a plan. They fought every month. They traveled from city to city. They made themselves a brand. It wasn't the internet. They weren't chirping on YouTube, on Facebook. They were getting in the ring, and they were producing, and we wanted to see them. They were on, I like to call it terrestrial TV. It was the free television every Saturday, every Sunday afternoon. And we got to know these fighters. They were in our living room. We related to them. Now, I mean, you have to be a hardcore. You have to pay big money to see fights. It's almost hard to be a boxing fan today.
Well, you know what? The culture has changed. Back then we was growing up, boxing was a part of the culture. In today's time, there has been a cultural shift in boxing, so it's not, it's not a part of the culture anymore. To be fair, it was, it's different now, and it shows with the fan base that's watching boxing now. They have that mentality of they lack the cultural feel or the fortitude for the sport. It's not there anymore, so it's just different now.
Yeah, for sure, different. Unfortunately, I lived through that era, and I saw it. I retained it. But boxing today, it's decent too, man. I can't make any complaints. We're seeing fights all over the world. We're catching them almost every weekend during the week. But there's just something about that golden era. The fighters, we related to them. We knew who they were. I mean, everybody. If Sugar Ray Leonard was fighting on even Wednesday nights, Thursday nights, they had the big fights. Everybody was home. Everybody was at a bar to catch those fights. Now, like I said, you have to actually work hard to be a boxing fan. You have to take time out. You have to study a lot. You have to. It's just not as enjoyable as it was back then. But anyway, Coach, man, I appreciate you talking about this. The 30th anniversary of Hagler and Hearns yesterday, and today is actually the 60th or 70th anniversary of another awesome three-round middleweight fight. That was Sugar Ray Robinson and Rocky Graciano. So, I mean, those fighters back in the day, they fought their asses off, they fought their hearts off, and that's why I'm still loving boxing today.
Hey, Bruce, let me ask you this. Which, in your opinion, which was the best version of Sugar Ray Robinson? The welterweight version or the middleweight version?
Oh, the welterweight version.
Welterweight version.
Slick and smooth, and nobody could touch him. When he moved up to the middleweight, and he was another one. He stayed around a little bit too long, but I mean, it's just one of the greatest fighters of all time. I mean, you can't say enough about Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting Jake LaMotta 6 times, Tommy Bell, Henry Armstrong. He fought everybody in the world, and he's the greatest. Pound for pound, the greatest. Shout out to that coach, and God bless you, my brother. Shout out to the chat.
All right, shout out to Bruce guys again. Round of applause. Yeah, I agree with it. I like the welterweight Sugar Ray Robinson better. That's when he was like in his prime. He fought like 25 years, because he was having money issues and tax problems and stuff like that. So, some of your favorite fighters in this era gonna be having tax problems and issues as well. Just it'll catch up over time. It doesn't happen just like that. They're gonna wake up one day and realize that a smart Harvard attorney or a manager that has a Harvard degree finesse them out of their money. But the finesse is real. Yeah, baby boy, I took your money, investing in some junk bonds.
True.
Like I said before, you know what I mean? We believe we work smarter, not harder. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, motherfuckers, y'all sitting back buying all that fugazi ass jewelry. The Chinese dude, the brother made that video from China saying, look here, man, all the shit all that expensive shit y'all buying is knockoffs. All we do is take it, the Italian companies like Gucci and Louis Vuitton and all that stuff there that y'all spending all these thousands of dollars on, bragging about, man, all this shit fugazi. This is a knockoff, baby boy. We make it right over here in China. 80% of everything being produced in China anyways. So if 80% about everything being produced in China around, or I'm just saying like from different companies, because they got all they plants and stuff in China, manufacturing their stuff, got the Chinese doing it for the low. Then goddamn it, you know the design of clothes and the jewelry the same damn thing. Shout out to Mo Easy. Nigga don't pay $20,000 for something that he could have bought for $20.
True.
You get what I'm saying? So yeah, but as I said, like in today's time, it's funny. What I enjoy about boxing in America, the American boxing in today's time, I like the drama. I like that weak ass shit some of them a lot of them be doing. They say a fighter, bro, like in today's times, if you call a fight out, they call it clout chasing. Let me get this straight. I'm a middleweight, you a middleweight. I got a belt, you got a belt. I want to fight you to unify. You telling me, no, man, you don't really want to fight. Man, you clout chasing.
True.
I'm listening. Hold on. Caller, hold on. I'm not talking about today's modern day fan, because today's modern day fan gonna say that. But I'm saying even the fighter himself, even the fighter that's the champion says it. Oh man, that other champion who got a belt, he really don't want to fight. He clout chasing. I ain't never heard Hagler them say that. I ain't never heard Durant say that. I ain't never heard of Zuma Nelson say that. He was like, okay, you got a belt. Okay, I want that belt too. Let's make it happen. Let's do it. Now is if you call a champ out and y'all in the same division, and then he'll have an entire wall of fans, that'll be like, yeah, they gonna be blocking the nigga. Yeah, get behind him. We got you. Yeah, you clout chase. You really don't want to fight? No, go fight him first, and then after you fight him, go fight him. Look, dog. Look, if you want to fight my fighter, no, you gotta fight He-Man first. Then you gotta fight Skeletor. Then you gotta fight Lion-O. Then you gotta fight the Thundercats. Then you gotta fight Mum-Ra. Then you gotta fight doggone. Let's go to the Transformers. You gotta fight Optimus Prime. You gotta fight Bumblebee, Starscream, Soundwave, Rumble. You gotta fight the Destructicons, Megatron. You gotta fight all of the Autobots. Let's see. Then you gotta fight. What the dude name? You gotta fight all of the GoBots. You get what I'm saying? Like this, what's going on now? It's hilarious to me. I'm calling. What's your name? You calling from?
Hey, what's up, Coach? This is Coach Eddie from ATL.
Coach Eddie, talk to me.
What's going on, brother? Hey, man, I'm like you, Coach. Marvin Hagler was one of my favorite fighters, man. Back when I was fighting, man, I used to get little great sweatshirts and cut sleeves off and write stuff on the front of it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what Marvin did, man. Marvin was a sophisticated guy. Not only was he a savage in the ring, but he was articulate enough to even do commercials. Right guard. He was remarkable at some point in time. Sometimes you would catch him, with his suits on, the nice tailored suit on, with the shades on, you know what I'm saying, just sitting there looking debonair, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That was Marvin. But when it came fight time, he would go off to the wilderness of what he called jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
prison.
saying?
Yeah, I think he said jail or prison.
Go to prison.
Yeah, go to prison. Yeah.
Yeah. He go to prison. No, he wasn't taking no snag. He wasn't doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't.
With no sneaking snag.
With no sneaking snag.
He ain't had no strength and conditioning coach. He didn't have no nutritionist. And he went getting no cryo chamber to try to rejuvenate his body to help your body heal faster. He went getting no cryo chamber. Hey, Coach Eddie. You come from that era. Fighters, their nutritionist was their wife. Yeah, baby. I'm eating bologna sandwiches. With no mayonnaise on it.
Yeah, peanut butter sandwich, peanut butter and the honey sandwich. You know, and an apple and an orange or something. And go out there and do your road work. One thing about Hagler, man, you always seen him running with the jumpsuit on, with the hat on.
And the boots.
Nothing fancy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. With the boots on, whatever he had to do. Yeah. But the thing, it was his mentality.
Yeah.
It was Hagler's mentality. He was coming to destroy you.
Yeah.
It was destruct and destroy. It wasn't talking about, oh man, to put no rehydration clauses and all this stuff, man. No, bro, we finna fight, man. He too tall. Yeah. You don't bring nothing to the table, all this other stuff. He wasn't none of that, man. he was coming for the smoke. Hey. And not only that, them dudes fought hard back then, man.
Yeah, they did. They paved the way for all you diva fighters in America that's making all this money. Well, prior to Turkey Al-Sheikh coming in the game, but that's making all this money. Listen, you owe gratitude to those dudes, because them dudes, they were fighting non-title, they were fighting title fights, non-title fights, 15 rounds. They were doing some stuff. They didn't have no strength and conditioning coach. They wasn't no sniggity snag. They had steroids and stuff back then. That is true, but I have a nutritionist. My nutritionist is my wife. And guess what? They had same day weigh-ins, and you very seldom heard somebody missing weight. So they didn't need all of that. They didn't need all of that. You get what I'm saying? Look, and they fight like every 6 to 8 weeks. Go ahead, Coach Eddie.
Yep. Like you said, and it wasn't no fancy trunk. Them dudes, Hagler came in, he might have had some velvet trunks on with his name on it, and some tube socks. You know what I'm saying? With the goddamn 3 stripes on with the tube socks. You know what I'm saying? And goddamn the ring robe, this old-fashioned robe with the hood on top of it. Came to the ring, bobbing his head. You know what I'm saying? You already know what time. Ain't nobody want to see Marvin, but everybody fought hard back then. Even the white boys fought hard. Then nobody wanted to lose. Everybody was coming for the smoke. It didn't matter what color you was. Look, man, we from the rumble, man, because I represent my people, you represent your people, and we got to get it on, man. And that's how it was. Nowadays, everybody just looking, trying to take a dive, don't want to quit, taking a knee, you know what I'm saying? looking for the easy way out, quitting on the stool, all this stuff, man. Hey.
But this ball been taking the easy match. Fight another ball.
Looking for, yeah, dog, oh, Lord have mercy, boy, y'all got looking for a way out right now, dog, It ain't looking too good right now. You know what I mean, Coach Eddie? We gotta what we doing? What you want to do? Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead, man. Just call this one tonight. We give it all.
Oh man, you had to knock them dudes out back then, Coach. Because they knew they knew that their livelihood depended on it. They say, if I get stopped, I ain't gonna get no calls. I got a guy that put my best foot forward. I gotta get smoked. The man didn't get it took the man 50 fights to get a title shot. There wasn't no fast tracking. Oh, we gonna make you a champion with 10 fights. No, bro. You had to get it the hard way.
Yeah, you had to earn it. Yeah, you had to earn it, boy. It wasn't none of that. Yeah, he got 10 level fights. He finna get a title shot. Oh no. Nah, baby boy, you gotta go through. There's a road there's a path you gotta go down. You gotta go down the same path as everybody else. Ain't no skipping the line now. No, you gotta, because you had to prove that you are a killer. You don't just get the crown, in today's time, you just need a couple dudes say you A, B, C, and D, and that's it. You know what I mean? Styles made fights. We understood matchups. They had tough matchups then. I'm talking about all the way through the 2000s. All the way through the 2000s. The early part of the 2000s, they were having tough matchups. Now, you know, the cherry picking is at an all-time high.
Don't nobody want to fight nobody. Everybody kind of making excuses. I mean, even guys like Ike Cortez, you know, them guys fall hard, man. Oscar De La Hoya, same old. Them dudes fall hard coming up, man.
Hey, man.
We already know what's going to happen. You know, my fighters are there. We ain't got to see the fight, but you see what he did to him. So we think, you know, they're making all these excuses, man.
All right, Coach Eddie, ATL stand up, man.
Shout out to Marvin Hagler, yes, sir.
Salute, fam. Hagler and Hearns, man. Shout out to Hagler and Hearns. Hey, look your man, bro. Listen, nigga, hey, this determination on the hey, boy. See, I don't see this determination like this. You see this here? Look at the determination, man. Listen, Hagler bleeding. Tommy Hearns had don't split him. Anything, if you know, and guess what? Andy had a Jerry curl. Guess what? And Hearns had a Jerry curl. You didn't hear nothing about Hearns saying, yeah, dog, the reason why I got caught with that right hook on the chin, dog, because the Jerry curl juice dripped in my eyes. You know, the juice dripped, the Jerry curl juice dripped in my eyes, dog. If anybody, check this out. If anybody who should have been complaining or took a knee because some grease got in his eyes was Tommy Hearns. The man had a Jerry curl, fam. Do you know how hard it is to box with a Jerry curl? I ain't never had a Jerry curl, but just imagine. I remember what they used to look like. You got activated and moisturizer in your hair. You got activated and moisturizer. Jerry curl juice slinging everywhere. Every time somebody hits you, the juice just flying. Stop getting in his eye. Stop getting in the opponent's eye. You know, he ain't do none of that. He ain't do none of that, man. A fresh Jerry curl. Yeah, dog, I got a fresh one, dog. You know, I told my baby, don't worry about this. This gonna be an early night. I'm gonna knock this dude out. I don't know who that nigga think he is. You get what I'm saying? Like, Hearns wanted to smoke. Hearns was with it. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
The beach.
Demetrius, I can hardly hear you, but go ahead, talk to me.
What about Aaron Pryor and Alexis Arguello? That was a fight.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
time, right?
Absolutely, yeah, hell yeah.
Man. And see, back then those guys fought most frequently. And if it was a champ, he had to fight everybody in the top 10. You couldn't go down to 30 and fight 35 and 40. You was fighting 4 or 5 times a year, fighting people in the top 10.
Yeah, yep, facts. You know what I mean? Okay, this dude number 1, bam. Okay, that dude okay, he next. He was number 2 behind him, bam. Okay, he was number 3 behind him, bam. Like the equivalent of what Hagler, Hearns, Roberto Duran, Nicolino Loche, those guys, Salvador Sanchez, Julio City Chavez, stuff like that, right? Pernell Whitaker, Michael Moore. The equivalent of what those guys did, James Toney, would be like, let's say Tank was the supreme champion in the lightweight division. And let's say Shakur was number 1, Devin Haney was ranked number 2, Teofimo Lopez number 3, Keyshawn Davis number 4. Like, he would have to fight all of them. He the champ. Okay, we got to fight. What's the name is next? Shakur next. Bam. Okay, fought him. If you knocked him off, cool. Okay, now I got to fight Devin. Okay, now I got to fight, Keyshawn. Okay, now I got to fight, the other guy that's next. Like, that was the equivalent of what they did. In today's, and they did it in their primes. In today's time, it's the total opposite. Total opposite.
I appreciate taking my call, Coach.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, it's a total opposite. Shit, nigga, man, shit, nigga fought with it. You know how hard it was to fight with a Jerry curl? Shout out to Big Dog. He say Tank KOs Hagler, Hearns, Duran, Ray Leonard. Facts. Okay, I'm not gonna respond to that. Shout out to Big Dog again. He say Devin Haney KOs Ray Leonard and Khan on KOs Hearns. Facts. He say facts. Sir, do you know what a fact is? Shout out to Will Page. Shout out to you, fam, for becoming a member. Salute to you, fam. And shout out to the one, Mr. Ham. Salute to you, brother. Dropping that $2 super chat. He said the activator got in my eyes. These real facts. Man, come on, fam. Yeah, this is the era. This is the era where opinions are looked upon as facts. No matter how dumb your opinion is, this is the era where opinions are looked upon as facts. Oh, just because you said it, it's a fact. Facts. Facts. Look, just because you yelling facts and saying it with vigor does not make it a fact. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's do this. I want to do this. Oh, boy. Let's go right here. Let's blow this up right quick. Sometimes I've been known to go on Google and do some things. Again, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus. But let's go look at Google.
Don't everybody believe in Google? Go Google that shit.
Anyways, it's too easy to debunk. This is a fact, right? This is the definition of a fact. Fact, a thing that is known or proven to be true. If there's something that is known, that means it has been proven to be true. There's proof, something tangible. If I feel in my heart of hearts that my favorite fighter would beat Godzilla, that doesn't make it a fact. That's how you feel. Your feelings are subjective to you based on whatever idiotic logic that you are using to support your opinion based on your emotion. Do you have any actual facts of this, sir? No. Is this something that is known? Yeah, it's known. It's known by me. Everybody know that. No, the only way to know something, you have to have proof. I know, you get what I'm saying? So if you're talking about something that's hypothetical, hypotheticals are not facts. Well, what you think would happen if Tank would have fought Sugar Ray? He would have knocked him out. Facts. No, sir, that's not how it works, sir. That's not facts. You created a fictitious fight in your head because you're so in love with this fighter. You envision or imagine that he could have went back in time and beat this guy that's a killer, and then you said facts on top of that. Lord have mercy.
True.
So now we know, class, a fact is a thing that is known or proven to be true. Information used as evidence as part of a report or news article. Let me give you something else, another example. Let's say you go to jail, right? And the police arrest you for possession of a firearm. And you go to trial. And the state has to prove that you had possession of this firearm, of a firearm. Now, there's a problem if the state don't have the firearm. The evidence, the proof is this is the firearm, and we was able to test the firearm, and it had his fingerprints on it. So that's a fact. We produced the gun. We got the fingerprints. It matches his fingerprints. Facts. They can't take me to court and say, yeah, man, there was a shooting that happened on Martin Luther King the 22nd, and Coach Malachi did it. He did? Yeah. Do you have any evidence of it? Well, no, I ain't got no evidence now. Do you have any proof of it? No, I ain't really got no proof of it now. Do you have anything tangible that you could present to the court so that we'll know that he did this, what you're saying he done, that we charged him with? No, I ain't got none of that. Is the nigga on video? No, he ain't on video. Are there any witnesses? No, ain't no witnesses. Did you find any DNA? No, I ain't got no DNA. What about the gun you said he used? Did you find the gun? No, I ain't got the gun. So why is he here?
True.
This is what we dealing with. This is what we dealing with on social media. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Niggas rewriting what the definition of words are. They're mistaking their feelings for facts. You get what I'm saying? This is where we at. This is where we at right now. That's the listen, that's the Boston, that's the modern day Boston fans on YouTube. That's their favorite word right now. Facts. Everything facts. Hypothetical matches that you assuming your fighter will win is facts. You can't make this shit up. So just because you yelled it, type it in all caps, and said it with conviction and vigor does not make it a fact, sir. Hey, Market Beyonce, he say, but coach, take the new Mike Tyson. Facts. And they be like, facts. You just sit here, you don't know what I'm talking about. No cap. What you say? You say, man, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this up at all. You can't make it up at all, fam. This where we at. This where we at, fam. This is where we at. As I said before, I don't know how to ask kiss. So I'm not going to tell these people what they want to hear. These fighters are not that. These fighters are good for this era. These fighters are good for this era. I'm not into the male groupie stuff. You get what I'm saying? I'm not into the male groupie stuff. And I give a fuck about the interview. I don't care. You know what I mean? We don't meet. I'm from West Tampa, Florida. We don't meet right for interviews. We don't do that. But this is where we at right now today. This is where we at right now. You get what I'm saying? You know, hey, nigga, facts. Hey, sir, do you know what a fact means? Do you know the definition of a fact, sir? See, that's what you fucking with logic. Logic is something about logic that they can't. It's something about logic that, they lack critical thinking skills. It's something about logic that they miss. Something about logic that they miss. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to Wookie Woo. Wookie Woo, what's going on, fam? Shout out to the Cardenas. Shout out to Curtis Robinson. Curtis, what's going on, baby boy? It is what it is. It is what it is. And I tell you what, right now, this make you pound for pound the best fighter in boxing. Yeah. Oh, that look good. It's some old niggas with a YouTube channel right now capping for that young man right there. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what's good, coach? It's No Cap Entertainment for the UK, man. You good?
Hey, No Cap, talk to me, fam.
Yeah, what's good, coach? Yo, great show. I had to call in, man. Salute, obviously, marvelous Marvin Hagler and the great Tommy Hitman Hearns as well. Yo, first things first, coach, I got to call out. You've been capping a little bit earlier in the show, coach, but you said that you turned the page. No, coach, you missed them days, coach. You missed that hit list, coach.
No, listen, I'm turning the other cheek, brother. I'm turning the other cheek. Turning the other cheek. Right now I'm working on myself. I've been smoking some of that good green. I've been doing my push-ups, brother. I'm making sure I get my cardio in every day. I'm doing an hour on the elliptical machines. I'm working on myself, brother. I'm trying.
Yeah, that's to call you out of that, coach. That's cool. Because, coach, how do you do calling themselves a hitman, coach, and they ain't got no hit list, coach? They ain't got no hit list.
Bro, hey, no cap, check this out. Bro, make it make sense. How do you call yourself the hitman and you ain't got no names on your hit list? Listen, Tommy the Hitman Hearns earned that name. He was the hitman because he wanted smoke with everybody. He went at Barclays, Ray Leonard, Duran, Hagler, you name him, he went at him. He had a hit list for real. These dudes ain't got no hit list.
No hit list, coach. No hit list. And coach, what I want to say on a deeper note, because I remember the saying, I came across it a few years ago, and I think it fits the conversation perfectly. It says that hard times build hard men and good times build soft men. Yeah. And obviously, a lot of these kids growing up in this generation, growing up with the same hardships that we grew up, from the 50s. Obviously, I was born in the 80s, but like,
that's true.
No,
It was rough in 80. It was rough in 80. It was rough in 80.
Yeah, you understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah, but coach, I love them though, coach. I was born in London, and like I look back and people are like, oh, it's crazy violent and all of this, but we look back at that's just our childhood. You know what I'm saying, coach? And we give thanks to make out the other side. And I think there's a lot of this generation, they haven't got it, coach. It's a different kind of, everything's different, everything's different, coach. But other than that, coach, keep cooking. I just wanted to call out the cat because I know you missed the hit list, coach. No cap. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep it paying these niggas. You got to keep it paying these niggas, coach. And that's the survivability. Remember that nigga you were talking about in the show, coach, with a fake chain telling them how you want to go to dinner and all that shit. Cook that type of niggas,
you talking about yesterday? Yesterday. Man. Yeah, the dude, he was from LA too. I say, damn, he making LA, man. Come on, fam. I asked him, I said, man, where you from? What part of LA you from? He said, I'm from everywhere. He wouldn't tell me which neighborhood he came out of. Cause I'm trying to pinpoint it down. Like, yeah, man, what part of LA you from? You know what I mean? Cause I used to live in LA. I lived over by the rolling 60s. And
okay.
Yeah, over off of
is that like Crenshaw?
Yeah, 22nd. Yeah, 23rd and Arlington, right between Adams and Western Avenue, by the 10.
Right,
so I'm trying to pinpoint this. I'm trying to pinpoint his demographics, and he say I'm from everywhere.
Yeah, for real. Hey, coach. Honestly, from what I heard about you saying from the guy yesterday, he's mostly like from LA, coach. That guy. Everything's mostly fugazi about that guy. Last thing I was gonna say, coach, I'm gonna start a podcast soon as well. Do it in my spare time along with work. Start building up the brand. So obviously, anyone that knows me in the chat, go on to No Cap. I think it links over to the YouTube.
All right, for sure, you can do that.
With Brian Norman Jr. Senior, coach, on the Let Other Callers Call In. He seemed like he was mad because he knows that the biggest fight is gonna be Boots. In the 147. I'll leave it there, coach. Great show.
Salute, fam.
And again, salute to the Marvin Hagler and Hitman Hearns. Let's go.
Yeah, shout out to No Cap. Yeah, nigga holler about he from LA and all that, wearing all that fugazi ass jewelry in his 50s. Nigga, man, come on, man. Nigga, you too old for that. Yeah, man, you can wear. Listen, man, you can put my chain on. You can wear my chain. Like wearing another nigga. Wearing another motherfucker chain. Yeah, you can wear my chain, dog. You can wear my chain. We finna go see Lil Boosie. BG just got out the feds, and Gucci Man. Yeah, I don't give a damn about no Boosie, BG and Gucci Man. Man, take me y'all take me back to the hotel, man. Carla, what's your name? You calling from?
Martin from Oakland.
Martin, talk to me.
Yeah, coach, it's crazy when you talk about today's fighters and you look at these guys, coach. The four kings, and I mean the real four kings. They're about the equivalent of if Crawford, Canelo, and Inoue all fought in the same division at the same damn time. That's what these four kings did, coach. They were right around each other, going at it in their prime. And they still, because throughout boxing, we've had guys where you can look at their career and you'd say, if it wasn't for so-and-so, such and such would have became a world champion. And these guys still became multiple division world champions.
Yeah.
Leonard, 5-division champ. Hearns, 5-division world champ. Duran, 4-division champ. When that meant something, not that Monkey Garcia, Adrian Broner bullshit. That's when it meant something. You know what I mean? 3 of these cats, coach, were undisputed. Hagler for goddamn years, 7 fucking years.
Yeah.
That's saying something, coach. That ain't, you had one belt for 7 years. You had all 3. Fuck the WBO. That's when the WBO was nothing.
No, but not only that
man
not only that, he had to fight all the top guys. Whoever was in that top 10, he had to consistently fight those guys.
Coach, that man got so many motherfucking Hall of Famers on his resume. That shit ain't even funny. Nowadays, a motherfucker get lucky to say they got one. You feel me? These cats, man, even if you lost against all those greats, just to say you were in the ring with them, that says a lot about you.
Yeah.
And these cats were getting it, coach. I was a little ass kid, so I didn't appreciate it as much as I appreciate it now. But when I look back at it, god damn, that was some hell of a boxing, coach.
Yeah, I mean, even like I say, even all the way up to the 2000s, all the way up to the early part of the 2000s, we get some great fights, bro. Like, I mean, the Oscar De La Hoya, Tito Trinidad, that right there in '99, that was, man. You know, that's why I say, man, people can say what they want to say about Oscar the person, you know, the fishnets, heels. I get all of that, but nobody, even Oscar De La Hoya's most stingy or most heated hater, they never say nothing bad about his boxing resume. They can't. Ain't nothing to say.
No. That's real.
There's nothing to say. You know what I mean? Like, you know. But shout out to Martin, man. Old Town stand up. Deep East Open.
Coach.
Yeah, there ain't nothing to say, bro. Hell, I remember I interviewed with Tommy Brooks. Shout out to Major Key Boxing. Major Key made that happen. When I interviewed Tommy Brooks told me a story. You know, when Pernell Whitaker was past his prime, of course, he was on coke and stuff like that. He gained weight. I think he fought Tito Trinidad, I want to say at 154 pounds, 154, if I'm not mistaken. And he lost. He lost 12 rounds, 12-round decision. Tito Trinidad broke his jaw in the first round. I didn't even know that. Tito Trinidad broke Pernell Whitaker's jaw in the first round of that fight. And Pernell went he went to the corner. This is what Tommy Brooks told me. I have that interview on my channel somewhere. And he said, man, I know his jaw was broke. Looked at the blood and all that stuff there. He said, man, I was gonna stop the fight. And he said Pernell told him, no, don't stop that fight. No, don't stop it. I'm gonna be all right. You know what I mean? Don't stop the fight. You know what I mean? And Pernell went back out there. He lost every round, but he protected his jaw for the most part in that fight. And you know, he went 12 rounds. You get what I'm saying? He fought 11 more rounds with a broke jaw against Tito Trinidad. Bro, against Tito Trinidad. Shout out to Jamie. Jamie say, Coach, that was Pernell's first true loss. Bro, shout out to Miss Black Panther. That's crazy. Cool K say Tito did my guy dirty. Hey, you know what? I knew Pernell was past his prime, and you know, Pernell, his best work was at 135. 135, and you can arguably say maybe welterweight. That was his best work. You know what I mean? But definitely 135. 135, you kiss the baby goodbye on that. But definitely, Pernell had some hell of a fights, man. Him and them Buddy McGirt fights. I forgot the guy, his first loss, the guy from Puerto Rico that beat him. I forgot. Damn, man, they rematched. Pernell had some good fights, man. He had some good fights. I thought he beat De La Hoya. To this day, I thought De La Hoya lost, but De La Hoya was a golden boy. He became what Sugar Ray Leonard was in the 90s. De La Hoya was what Sugar Ray Leonard was in the 90s. What Sugar Ray Leonard was in the 80s, that's what De La Hoya was in the 90s. So, man, De La Hoya, man, that's another one, bro. Again, as I said before, man, De La Hoya wanted to smoke. See, I think, as I said before, we don't have a culture of boxing in America anymore. There was a culture. You know, it was a culture to fight. Dudes took pride in being able to throw hands at the park. Like, I came up in the era to where, you know, we go to the park, you had to know how to fight. Yeah, shout out to Sean, Azuma Nelson and Sweet Pea. Yeah, he said, yeah, Azuma Nelson, that was a hell of a fight. Azuma Nelson and Sweet Pea. I think so. Yeah, Sweet Pea. Yeah, Julio Cesar Chavez. That was the Don King special right there. That was a Don King special. That was the Don King special. R.I.P. to Pernell Whitaker, man. He got hit by a car and got killed. But yeah, man, that was the Don King special. Listen, this man, bro, Pernell was walking Julio Cesar Chavez. Pernell ain't had no punching power, but ain't nobody knocking out no Chavez. You get what I'm saying? Chavez, he had a very, very thick skull. Ask Roger Mayweather. And Roger was like, man, I hit him with everything I had. The man wouldn't go there. I was watching the interview with Roger Mayweather, the Black Mamba. He was like, yeah, man, you know, because he was known, Roger Mayweather was known as the Mexican assassin or something like that, right? You know what I mean? But Julio Cesar Chavez, he couldn't. I hit the man with everything I had, man. You know, because Roger Mayweather knew how to turn that right hand. He had a mean jab, nice level, and he knew how to turn that right hand over. He could turn that right hand over. Man, he say, man, I hit him over with everything. Boy, you had to be. Hey, what he said, man, I hit him over with everything, dog. I'm trying to tell you, dog. Man, I don't listen, man. I hit, man. You know that. You know why I hit. You know why I hit. You know why I hit. You know what I mean? But I mean, yo, man, shoot. Back then, that's when all the black fighters fought each other too. Black fighters fought each other back then too. From the 80s all the way through the 90s, the 70s, 80s, and 90s to the early 2000s, black fighters fought each other. It was the norm. It was the norm. It was the norm for black fighters to fight each other. Now, yeah, dog, black fighters don't sell, dog. Yeah, man, we can't be, you get what I'm saying? Shout out to Will Oates. What'd you say, Will? You say slap boxing at the park. You know, yeah, he's hard to the body or toe to toe growing up in the 80s, Florida style. Facts. See, you had to know how to throw hands, bro. You had to know how to throw hands back then. See, these jitter boys now, y'all ain't growing up in the throwing hands era. You can't fight, you know, so you're gonna go get your gun and go shoot, because you can't fight at all. Didn't even learn how to fight. It wasn't a lot of dudes going to the boxing gyms like that. It was that, you know, we'll see Sugar Ray Leonard fight, and then everybody trying to, like, you got respect in the hood if you know how to throw hands. You have respect when you know how to throw hands, right? These are the boys, you know, it's just a different era now. They don't hang out no more. You can't hang out, too much shooting, this and that, and these kids, they can't throw no hands, man. You know, they can't throw no hands. Like, you can't go to the park. You can't go to the park if you didn't know how to throw hands. You had to fight, bro. You had to fight. You had to fight, fam. You know, I mean, it is what it is. You had to know how to throw some hands. And you took pride in throwing hands, even if you lost. You know what I mean? Like, I know dudes who fought in my neighborhood, they lost. You know, they didn't get clowned. They probably be, oh, man, you got your ass whooped, this and that. But they got their respect. At least you fought. It wasn't the fact that whether you won or lost. It was the fact that you fought. There was a sense of pride in fighting, knowing how to defend yourself or attempting to defend yourself. You get what I'm saying? Now it's just, you know. Yeah, shout out to Frankie Rand. Jamie say, coach, is Frankie Rand in the Hall of Fame? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, fam. Shout out to Junior.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2 super chat. You say Usyk is the GOAT of the last 25 years, coach. It's fact. If you say somebody's a GOAT, you know, that's a matter of opinion. If you say he's the GOAT of the past 25 years, that's your opinion. That's not a fact. Shout out to Walter Boss.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a dub. You say, coach, you heard Mama Holyfield asking for 2.5 for Abdullah Mason? Nah, I haven't heard that. That man running from all the smoke. They bring him. Kid need a man. Hey. No, listen. I didn't know Mama Holyfield was asking for that. Boy, she asking for that for her daughter. Child, Lord have mercy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Lord have mercy. Shout out to Cool K. Cool K, what's going on? He say Sweet Pea had to avenge Melvin Taylor against Chavez. Hey, man, Sweet Pea. Hey, look at that Don King special, boy. Hey, Don King, let me tell you something, man. Boy, listen, boy, it was hard to beat him. Let me tell you something. If you go 12 rounds with a Don King fighter, boy, it was hard to beat a Don King fighter to get a decision against a Don King fighter in Vegas Boy, that was very difficult.
True.
Don, boy, listen, I heard Don ran, listen, in Don King's heyday, it were two people that ran Vegas. You would probably say Bob Arum and Don King, but I would probably say more so, Don King. Don ran, listen, but they say Don was Don got all the blame though. Bob King, no, listen, Bob Arum was probably just as big a crook as Don King. I'm not sure about that. But listen, but Don King was notorious. hey, boy, listen, boy, Don King was notorious, boy. Lord have mercy. Hey, what you say, Sean? Say you saw how bad Bernard had to beat Tito. Listen, and Bernard Hopkins. But hey, listen. He said Bernard. He said Bernard Hopkins. This was crazy, bro. Hey, he said Bernard. I'm gonna look up, but hey, B-Hop. Hey, you remember that time B-Hop with the Puerto Rico slapped the flag? Hey, remember that time B-Hop with the Puerto Rico? He slapped the flag out of Tito's hand. Oh my God. That's it. B-Hop. Hey, B-Hop. Hey, wait a minute. Go look up B-Hop. Hey, what B-Hop? B-Hop had B-Hop ended up getting all the fights too. He ended up getting all, he ended up getting all the fights. B-Hop ended up getting all the fights, boy. B-Hop ended up, he was like, man, look here, man. Listen, I can't go 12 around that nigga, man. B-Hop ended up stopping. B-Hop ended up stopping Trinidad in the 12th round, 11th to 12th round, I think. Hold on. Oh, we got a cash out. Sorry about that. We got a cash out. That's what I'm looking at. Listen, man. Shout out to Mike, man. Bridgeport. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub, man. Cash out.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Mike say, please. We are heavy fighters. Chase sit there, man. Chase sit there, man. Hey, bro. Hey, look here, man. Hey, fam, look at Tito. Hey, boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy. I said, this nigga crazy, boy. Nigga, you going to Puerto Rico, bro. The Puerto Ricans ain't play back then, bro. I don't know about now. But back then, man, I'm trying to tell you, boy. Well, But I'm gonna tell you why Bernard did it though. Hey, shout out to Virtuoso. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a dub. He said not even Oscar De La Hoya could get a W over a Don King fighter. I thought he beat Trinidad. You know what? I kind of thought he beat him too. To be fair, I thought Oscar won 7 rounds to 5. But what happened was Oscar, he kind of like ran the last 3 rounds. He took off the last 3 rounds. The last 3 rounds he took off, and that was his fault. He should have kept the gas up. He should have kept the gas up on Trinidad. That was his fault. When he did that kind of like he opened up the door for that.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Man, look here, man. Hey, bro, like, hey, nigga slap the flag, slap the Puerto Rican flag down out of Tito's hand. You get what I'm saying? Nigga Hagler, they throwing shit at Hagler, man. Hey, I gotta call B Norman Senior and tell him, say, look here, boy, if y'all go to Philly and fight Boots, I'm gonna give you some inspiration. Remember that time, doggone Hagler fought doggone Alimento in Wembley Stadium? Say, yeah, man, remember he beat him and stopped him in his own backyard, and they went to throwing bottles and cans, beer cans in the ring, and the security the police had to come and create an umbrella with his team and escort him out. I said, yeah, man, now you can make history. You can make history if you do that. You go in Philly and beat Boots in Philly. You get what I'm saying? But it is what it is. We'll see. We'll see if that fight. I don't think that fight gonna happen next though. I don't think it's gonna happen next. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, man, doggone, what my man at? Oh, let me look him up. Nigga, goddamn Bernard Hopkins had though, man. Shit, man, I'm talking about, man. I heard, boy. I heard the Air Force had to get him up out of there, man. You see, Bernard, these dudes now. Oh man, you disrespect. What they said. Demetrius Andrade when he crashed Canelo. He crashed Canelo. Hold on. He crashed Canelo press conference. He said, "You're a horrible fighter. You're a terrible fighter. Get out." And all the Canelo fans are like, "Yeah, man. He disrespected Canelo. He don't deserve a fight. He disrespected Canelo." And I'm like, man, I say, bro, they don't know what disrespect is. Hold on, I'm looking up. Put the flag. We'll put the flag on here. Hold on, Bernard throws the flag down. Oh, there. He says the Puerto Rican riot. I'm looking at it right now. Man, look here, man. Hey, look here. I gotta show y'all this here, boy. Boy, let me tell you something. B-Hop. Boy, I ain't gonna lie, boy. B-Hop, because Trinidad was my guy back then. Oh, let me show y'all this here.
Continue the campaign of belligerence at multiple press stops.
Oh, wait. Man, my bad.
Hopkins continue the campaign of belligerence at multiple press stops, including an incident in Puerto Rico that saw pre-fight hype.
There you go.
Multiple press stops,
There you go.
including an
Pour that through the flag. Hey, he threw the flag down. Donkey, look at that. Look at Donkey. Look at. Hey, Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Troy Gray, Baltimore. Let me tell you what, Coach. That was the bravest and stupidest thing I've ever seen a fighter do. I was in shock that Bernard made it home, man. I was really surprised you did. Talking about Hagler and Hearns, I don't ever think to see another four kings or another fighters like Hagler and Hearns. Now, I think the two closest ones to me personally were James Toney and Bernard. Not so much for their skill, style, or anything. Attitude, and they would fight. They would definitely fight, but I don't think we ever gonna see that again because boxing has been watered down, just like most sports. These fighters can't fight because they're friends. That's the best reason why you should fight, because you'll make money. These fighters can't fight because they're too busy on social media talking about the fight and all that. Who's A side, who's B side. I don't ever see another one, man. But I'm grateful I was alive to see that one. So proud of you, brother, and keep doing what you're doing.
All right, salute, fam. Shout out to Troy, man. Hey, look at over there. Hey, bro. I'm looking at Tito. Hey, I'm looking at Tito. Hold on, man. Hold on, boy. I ain't gonna lie. This shit was hilarious, bro. This shit was hilarious right here, bro. Let me show y'all this again. Oh, let me show y'all this again right quick. But hey, gonna lie, hey, bro. This here. Hey, doggone, look at. Let's do this. Let's take it from the top. Let's go.
Continue the campaign of belligerence at multiple press stops, including an incident in Puerto Rico that saw pre-fight hysteria. Hopkins once again the Puerto Rican flag.
Hey, hold on. Let's see that in slow motion.
Continue the campaign.
Bro, do you? Let's show that in slow motion. My nigga, hey, boy, what is it? Man, boy, we in the heart of Puerto Rico. Man, you go into Puerto Rico, man, and throw the people flag down like that. Did y'all, hold on, I want y'all to see what Tito did.
Belligerence at multiple press stops, including an incident.
Hold on. Matter of fact, let me turn this down. Make it smaller. There you go. I want y'all to see this here. Now look at Tito. Okay, hold on, wait.
Campaign of belligerence at multiple press stops.
Now, B-Hop pointing his hand in Tito Trinidad face. Look at all of these Puerto Ricans. All these Puerto Ricans behind doggone looking at B-Hop. Hey, look at all these Puerto Ricans. This is the craziest nigga from Philly. Bro, like, bro, you, my dear bro, look at Tito. And then he's pointing, so Tito snapping. Tito going off. Tito, listen. Tito, hold on, wait. Tito, now you see Tito going off right there. Let's continue.
Putting an incident.
And then he grabbed the flag. Don Key waving the flag. Don Key sitting there smiling. He's sitting there smiling. Y'all see Don right here. Hey, y'all see Don right here. Don, listen, Don sitting right here smiling. It's all good, huh? Waving the Puerto Rican flag. P-Hop don't snatch the flag out of his hand and threw it down. And then when he threw it down, look at Don King's head. Don King looking down at the flag. Tito Trinidad looking down at the flag. This dude right here behind Tito looking down at the flag. Everybody around here looking. And then Tito look up and tell somebody something. Hold on. He tells somebody something, then he pointed at Bernard Hopkins. They got a policeman right here, police here, right? He pointed at Bernard Hopkins. Don Key still looking down at the flag. And then Don look over at B-Hop. The Puerto Ricans cut it, right? The Puerto Ricans cut it. And then he tried to get up out of there. Yeah. Oh, man, R.I.P. And this my main man just passed away. What's my brother name? We walked train, but no, Hopkins. Hey, what his name, man? The Muslim brother that passed away, man. Hey, I forgot his name. I forgot the brother name, man. Dang, man. Is that Nassim? Was that Nassim Richards? Nassim Richards. I think that's Nassim Richards. Yeah, they're gonna Nassim Richards right there. They're gonna Nassim right there. Again. They try to get up out of there. They try to get up. Puerto Rican flag. And the Puerto Ricans at him. And the Puerto Ricans dude right there reaching for him. The dude right there reaching for him. The Puerto Ricans at him. And the dude hit the right there. The Puerto Ricans at him. Boy, the Puerto Ricans, he tried to get somewhere, boy. Boy, the Puerto Ricans was at him, boy. Hey, bro, y'all listen, y'all don't understand. See, you did the boys don't get it. Y'all got it sweet now. Y'all got it real sweet. Boy, y'all don't understand, boy, what them dudes had to go through to establish where Boston is at right now, because it's a cakewalk for y'all. Y'all ain't going through no hard times, and it's a cakewalk. It's a cakewalk for these dudes now. That's why they act like divas. It's a cakewalk. Y'all don't understand what people had to go through. People had to go to other people's countries, snatch their flags out of their hand, throw it down, and step on it. Have a whole mob of people cause a riot. You get what I'm saying? They don't understand that.
True.
Bro, the man, Don King looked down. Man, Tito say, Julio, get him. Tito pointed at somebody, and then he pointed at B-Hop. He said, get him. And boy, when he said get him, boy, they was on his, boy, let me tell you something, they was on his ass, boy. Oh, listen, to this day.
True.
To this day, I don't know how he got out of there alive, boy. Now, man, look here, man. Boy, look here. Boy, I'm trying to tell you, fam. Hey, check it out, though. Hold on. Let me let y'all hear the story on that. Hold on, you know what? I gotta say that. I gotta say that right there. That right there need to be saved. That need to be saved right there. Let's see this here. This is Joe Rogan. Why? Let me see something. Why is it doing that? Hold on.
Stadium is packed. Pet rally. Tito Trinidad.
Hold on, here you go.
There's state police. Stone face. Everybody look, this point, go that way. Okay. I know I'm an enemy's man. I'm playing chess, not checkers.
This be hard.
And I know how to move my pieces. So I go.
Now hold on. Now I'm gonna tell you why Bernard Hopkins went off. I think Tito Trinidad was favored to beat Bernard Hopkins. I think he was favored. I'm not sure, but I think he was favored. Bernard Hopkins beat every Don King fighter that he faced. B-Hop beat him. You know, Don King I think he used to promote Bernard Hopkins as well in the beginning, early in his career. But he's beaten every Don King fighter, to my knowledge. So Bernard Hopkins was getting disrespected because B-Hop couldn't get none of the big fights for some years. But he ended up getting all of the big fights as he got older, though. So B-Hop was the champ. He like, man, I got the belt, man. Why you get what I'm saying? I'm the main guy. What's happening? You know, this is my division, this and that, yada yada yada. Why y'all promoting him? Why y'all giving him more? Why y'all giving him more more props? Why y'all giving him more props? Why y'all treating him? You get what I'm saying? Why y'all treating him like he the guy and all that stuff there? You get what I'm saying? I think B-Hop felt that he was the guy, this guy was moving up to fight me and all that stuff there. And you gotta understand, I think when Trinidad moved up, he fought Fernando Vargas at 154. He fought doggone William Joppy. Yeah, he fought William Joppy. Then I think he fought Bernard Hopkins, somewhere around there. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So B-Hop felt disrespected. That's what it was. But let's continue.
Go down. Okay, we gotta go that way. We're at the airport, San Juan. All the people that was there working was they flagged me. No, Bobby flag. They give me hurricane. So we walking. Everybody going one way. We get to Roberto Coliseum, motorcade. Press conference starts. 7-8 minutes. Went right in. Packed. They get, you can walk right in, fan, whatever.
Packed with Puerto Ricans. Let's continue.
So that was the intimidation ploy they was trying to do on me. Understood. I'm San Juan, away from home. I'm outnumbered, right? They got to calling certain names, far as the show, and HBO got up there and spoke. This is a historic boom, boom, boom. So we got through that. And it's time for the fighters. I got up there, said what I said, did my famous throat slashing, dicks, heads coming off. Then Tito got up there. He said a couple of words and banged down, when you threw my flag, he broke the treaty. So now I went into my act, but serious. When you threw my flag, Spanish, it was crazy. They start throwing magazine reporters. They taking pictures. They looking at. So it seemed like everybody in the bleachers was coming. We ducking books, magazines. Now it's starting to get a little pushy. So Don King in the middle. Trinidad got away from the podium. Don, like today, we take the fighters' hands. Hey, the big fight's going to happen. Don waving the flag before he done this, hand raising, which he didn't get a chance to do, rather, before he attempted to do it. He's waving the flag, and this is on video. He's waving the flag. Tito broke the treaty. He ain't supposed to say nothing, but he home, right? I got to counter that. I got to do something so risky that it's going to, I hope, be world news. Don was fighting me not to get, I grabbed the flag from his hand. We tussled 3 seconds, excuse me. And literally for a second was quiet. When that flag hit that ground. It is right here. Don telling me to back up. I'm pointing my finger at Tito. I snatched the flag out of Don's hand. His eyes opened up. Everything just went. The fans from the front was already coming down. That's why my guys, Joe Lear, was saying, come on, let's go. So they was taking me up to the balcony where I had to jump down in between the bleachers. Like I had to get down to the dugout, basically. to get free, to get away. Because they was coming up. They was taking me up because they was coming past the reporters. They was coming from to get me going up. We couldn't do nothing but go up. And the only way to get down was to jump down like the dugout that you go through.
And this is after you threw the flag down?
Of course. The flag went down. When the flag went down, they were just they were just coming.
He said when the flag went down. He said when the He said when the flag went down, they were just cutting. Bro. And he said, hey, Wole, he said, yeah, man, when the flag went down, they were just cutting. Bro. Hey, check this out, fam. Check this out. If he don't run, if Bernard Hopkins don't run to save his life, we don't get a fight. We don't get a Tito Trinidad versus Bernard Hopkins fight. If Bernard Hopkins don't run to save his life, we don't even get that fight. We don't get that fight, boy. Hey, bro, we don't get that fight. I'm like, man, what that nigga think about? Bro, I think that was the early 2000s. That was the early 2000s, fam. That wasn't when they fought. That was like 2000, I want to say 1 or 2, somewhere around that time. That was the early 2000s. Somewhere around there. Bro, he said when I threw the flag down, oh, they was coming. They went, but the flag, it was all right. It was all right. You go Puerto, you not going to Puerto Rico with that foolishness, boy. You better act right. You better act right. Hey, bro, doggone, no, man, Nassim Richards, man. Yeah, man. Hey, bro. That right. I ain't gonna lie. That right there. Hey, that was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. That was funny. Oh, I want to hear that part again.
Like the dugout that you go through.
And this is after you threw the flag down?
Of course. The flag went down. When the flag went down, they were just
pandemonium.
They were just coming. and somebody hit me there, whoever the guy was.
Let me guess. You're thinking about going to therapy. And as a therapist myself, of course I'm going to say that's up.
Why do I don't have ads, fam. I have the
Nazim Richardson is behind me with the kufi. Sharif, all my guys, 2 of my guys, the rest of the people just hit me on my back and throwing things at me. So they're just trying to now actually get away from the crowd that's coming up. Where I'm going, I don't know. I jumped down the opening, and that's when the sheriff or the police said, look, that way. He wasn't helping. So we found a room, locked ourselves in a room, holding the door. Now, we're trying to lock the door, but the door is like a hard move. They pushing the door, we holding the door. We got to hold this door like this. Anybody that remember that moment after they hear this podcast, it rained. Look, we all know how the tropical storms come when you're over there in the islands. It rained so hard. Around the time that we needed to get out of there and get straight to the airport, which they took as motorcade, cops on both sides, with fans in cars, riding on the side and behind us. It was like 95 on the East Coast. It was like I-10 crossing West Coast to the East Coast. They was on our ass going to the airport. That moment.
The man had a motorcade, bro. The man had a motorcade. The man had. Hold on, wait. Hold on, what's there?
To get me going up, we couldn't do nothing but and throwing.
They escorted him to. Hey, say that the market visit. VR. They escorted him to the airport. The Puerto Ricans still, they still, bro, I never heard. Yeah, no, Hey, bro, boy, up there, but hey, listen, hey, I don't want no smoke with no Puerto Ricans, boy. None. I say, man. Hey, Carla, what's the name you calling from?
Yo, Coach, this Mason from Flint, Michigan. What's going on with you?
Hey, Mason, what's going on, brother?
Hey, listen, man, them Puerto Ricans about to tear them motherfuckers up, man. You see, a lot of people don't know, nigga. You going over there to the islands, nigga, fucking around, them Puerto Ricans will kill your ass and duck off in the motherfucking forest and won't be nothing done about it, man.
Yeah.
They could have really did them boys filthy out there, man, and when nobody went to jail for it.
Facts. He disrespected. He threw the flag down. Hey, what no judge in Puerto Rico was gonna find them guilty if they would have called out Bernard Hopkins.
Nah. Like I said, it wouldn't have been nobody to charge because it would have just been, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
1,000 people done stampeded you out.
Yeah.
And everybody, disappeared. But I like this show today, man. This the kind of boxing shit I like to talk about, man. I'm over these soft ass niggas not, you know what I'm saying, hiding behind promotional companies and niggas protecting they owe and only want to chase the bag, man. And niggas done forgot all about the legacy and the sport of it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I get it. I can't go to another man's job and tell him how to do his, so to each his own. But 3 of my favorite old school fights is Iran Barkley versus James Toney.
Yeah.
Roger Mayweather versus Pernell Whitaker. And Mike Tyson versus Marvis Frazier, man. If y'all ain't never seen them shits, go check some of them shits out. Them 3 of my favorite old school fights, man. Non-stop action. Like you say, them niggas, these kids these days, they just ain't got that cut on them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's definitely different. It's definitely different.
Yeah, the level's so far apart, man. When I was a kid coming up in the 90s watching boxing with my pops, man, you was almost scared of the niggas on TV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like them niggas was something to be feared. Like, damn, I wouldn't want to fuck with that.
No.
So, but yeah, it's a big difference between the 90s, the 80s, and the 70s, and this shit we got going on today. But I still love the sport, man. I still watch this shit every weekend.
Yeah, me too.
And shout out to the young niggas, and definitely salute to the pioneers of the game, the niggas that made the game what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that shit done changed, but you're still YouTube for a reason, man. And you can always go back and watch that real shit.
Go back and watch that real.
That's my call, Coach.
All right, salute, fam. Yeah, that's what I love about YouTube. You can always go back in the time. Hey, hold on. Let's see what B Hop had to say. Hey, let's see what B Hop had to say. Hey, shout out to Ruben Allen. Salute, fam. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, dog. But this is hilarious. Let's go back.
Things at me. So they're just trying to now actually get away from the crowd that's coming up. Where I'm going, I don't know. I jumped down at the opening, and that's when the sheriff or the police said, look, that way. He wasn't helping. So we found a room, locked ourselves in a room, holding the door. Now, we're trying to lock the door, but the door is like a hard move. They pushing the door, we holding the door. We got to hold this door like this. Anybody that remember that moment after they hear this podcast, it rained. Look, we all know how the tropical storms come when you over there in the islands. It rained so hard around the time that we needed to get out of there and get straight to.
Hold on. We got to call him. Man, I ain't gonna lie, boy. That's a funny story there, boy. Carla, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, bro? Yeah, that shit was a classic, real. Shit. Yeah, I mean, you're never gonna. You be spot on. You can't even compare the fighters from back then, even in as early as the 2000s. Because these boxers nowadays, and it ain't their fault. They just in a society where everything is abuse. Everything they're pretty much they got training wheels on just growing up.
Yeah.
Shit, look at the playgrounds nowadays. You can't even put a kid on regular playgrounds now. Against the law. you got to have foam on the motherfuckers and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a lot to go into why fighters move the way they move. And then you got these bam-ass boxing dads running around this motherfucker clout chasing and shit. You just got you just got girlfriend. Now you got me disrespecting that little the one from Texas. Yeah. This motherfucker, you heard what she just said.
What happened? I didn't hear that. I didn't hear.
Oh, you ain't hear her? You ain't hear Mama?
Mama Hofield, on what podcast?
She talk about you. Hey, yeah. Guess how much she want to fight Abdullah Mason?
How much? How much?
And just think of a number. Top Rank reached out and said, we want that Floyd Schofield smoke.
I mean, $1 million? Couldn't
2.5 is what this Bama said.
2.5?
2.5 to fight Abdullah Mason. Look at the video. I posted, check my joint.
Yeah, okay. When you post it, I'll check it out. Yeah. I need to hear that.
This is where we at. And I told you, all this faking and shit, this shit don't help the sport, man. At the end of the day, the fights need to be made. You know you in different times is because if this was the 80s, the 70s, hell, even the early 2000s and the 90s, you know who would have been at Boots and staying on this unification fight in Atlantic City? It would have been Barrios and it would have been no Norman. They not built like that no more. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, you know what, bro? You hit the nail right on the head. It's just a different era, man.
How you know this shit is a different breed, man? The motherfuckers don't want no fights, man. And at the end of the day, and that's why I know, bro, your man, but that motherfucker is faking, Mo. Trust me what I'm telling you. He's faking, and then you got Mama Ho. You know I was respecting her. I was respecting it. Now the all gloves off. You know I was respecting her. I was like, man, that's fucked up. You be calling dude, man.
Mama Hofield.
But at this point, yeah.
Hey, did she have her hair? Did she have her hair down? I saw the interview.
She had her hair down. She had her hair down.
Man, oh my! But that looks so feminine, dog. It looks so. I saw her on Mill City. Somebody sent me a video, but that was like I think that was probably last week. I don't know. So it's a new video out there. It's a new video out there.
I'm telling you. Yeah, you see the joint? Yeah. She just posted it because, I told you after that Cabrera fight went through, I told you Abdullah Mason is about to be accelerated. So they want that Floyd Schofield spot. So now what they tried to do was make a fight with Floyd Schofield, and then here come the father. Here come Mama. Oh, we want 2.5. All the money on the wood is all good. Man, nobody paying you 2.5. This is where we at right now. This is where we at. This is why you can never make boxing great. It's because you have families that don't want to. Remember when I showed you when I posted my Floyd shit, everybody skipped the pretty boy flag. Yeah. They all want to go to the money thing.
Yeah.
When they did the little anniversary of Floyd versus the Drunken Master.
Yeah.
Emmanuel
Augustus.
So it's like, man, Emmanuel Augustus. I reposted that shit. This is the shit that people forget, man. At the end of the day, Slim, it's too much money talking and not enough hands throwing, man.
They ain't throwing no hands, dog. They ain't throwing no hands.
Dude, like I said, it's different. Like I said, a unification and the other two champions not in Atlantic City. We talking about Atlantic City, man. We ain't talking about even if it was in Philly, they should have been there. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about the fight was in motherfucking Ontario, Canada, or some shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Man, bro,
so that's how you know the shit. You ain't never seen at my luncheon. I'm dead ass serious, and you've been looking at when you had unification for big fights. Was it the other champions in the audience?
Yeah, absolutely. Other champ was in the audience because they wanted a shot. They wanted to be next and whatever. Like it was about that action back then. Other champions, there wasn't I ain't finna go see his fight. I ain't trying to bring no spotlight to his fight. The other champions
it's different.
It's different.
Man, the other champs used to pull up. They'd do the interview. Back then, they used to do the ring interview, the KO interviews while the fight was going on. And the motherfucker had a quote I mean, it was so many different top number one contenders and top fighters back then. I can't even name them, but
It was too many of them.
Barkley, all of them. They'll be rating the quote, rating the motherfucker right there next to Arnold Barkley or whoever, or Hagler or whoever, and telling you about the fight. You will get a quote right there in there. Them Bama's at the fight, man. It's just different, man. It's just a different breed. And like I said, you can't breed them like that because now everything got to be conditioned, air conditioned. Motherfuckers, they shut down football. You know what I mean? That's serious. You shut down football because it's 110 degrees. That's child abuse. You got a certain amount of time. You ain't never breed. Them days of breeding real animals is done. It's done.
Hey, Ron. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
You're right. It's just a different era. Them dudes. It's a different era. A different culture too. Back then, the American culture was, was a fighting culture. People. You go to the park. Y'all had to be tough to fight at the park and stuff like. When they still fought, when nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
everything is a bully thing.
Yeah.
Everybody, it's like they trying to make everybody a fucking victim and protect them at the same. I'm like, man, come on, man. Y'all gotta stop this shit. But, that's the society we live in. And it's a lot of moving parts. The reason it is the way it is, that's a little bit, I ain't getting too political about it. But at the end of the day, man, it's just, like you said, Slim, you would never, it's just not, this is beyond boxing. We can go to any sport, not including golf. Or whatever they doing in golf. I ain't talking about that shit. But any sport. Like, you look on the sidelines of the basketball game, these motherfuckers got machines on them and shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, machines? Or you back in the 80s and imagine Mike with a motherfucker on the machine on his knee. Mike would have been, you know what I'm saying? Hey, these man, it's just different, man. It's just a different thing, man, and it's acceptable. So like you're right, man, I will never compare no athlete now to the athletes just 15, 20 years ago. Wait, fuck 30. Yeah. I'm going just 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might can go to 10, really. I probably can do 10 for real. I could probably do 10 if you really want to be brutally honest. I might can do 10, 15. Oh, nah, hell nah. Them motherfuckers is a different beast. And I live in, we living through it all. And I'm not talking based off of hate or nothing. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? It's just some reality. It's just the real shit. I got a son. And I'll be like, boy, you are so lucky it's 2025, Mo. I swear to God. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like, man, listen, these kids don't even want to go outside in the sun. They want to, man.
My son got everything, and he want to come in. He still want to stay and hang in the house and shit. I'll be like, yo, the fuck outside. You got to, it is what it is, Mo. But that's all I got, Slim. But yeah, it'll never be, man. It'll never be, man. We just got to push the envelope on these suck-ass dads that I'm hearing these motherfuckers talking, man. And they fucking the sport up, doing all that motherfucking rapping and shit. Man, just fight, man. Just fight, man. That's all I got for you, Slim. I'm out.
Hey, DC, stand up.
Mama joint.
I found it. I'm finna play it. Shout out to Rob Boy Fresh, man. Yeah. Hey, look here, man. Hey, hold on. I found the Mama Holyfield video. I found it. I'm gonna get to it. Let me read the super chat. Shout out to Tough Glove Boxing. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said Ricardo Mayorga was the king of disrespect, and he was about that action. Bernard in Trinidad sold out 2 weeks after 911. B-Hop was a genius. Yeah. I mean, it almost cost him his life, though. That's the thing. Yeah, he was a genius, but at the same time, it almost cost him his life. You dig?
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
I think it was more of an impulsive move than anything. But let's continue.
To the airport, which they took as motorcade, cops on both sides, with fans in cars riding on the side and behind us. It was like 95 on the East Coast. It was like I-10 crossing the West Coast to the East Coast. They was on our ass going to the airport. That moment that I got on that airport, got to the airport and got on that plane, that moment and the weeks to come before September 29th, 2001, Tito had to train, from my perspective, and I said this leading up to the fight when I had interviews and mentioned it because the flag was brought up, of course, in the riot that I caused and instigated. Tito had to hit that bag with that thought of hitting me. He had to train and run. He had to be reminded because he always stayed in San Juan and trained. He rarely went to camp, if he ever went to camp to train. He stayed in San Juan. He's their hero even to the day. And Tito had to hear something from whether his siblings, cousins, uncles, next door neighbor, whoever, wherever he was at for training camp in San Juan, someone was reminding him. The name that they was calling me is Diablo. They was calling me all kinds of stuff, and I wore it like a badge of honor because I wanted to send a message. And I wanted him to go through those 4 or 5 weeks left because of 9/11. They rebooted to the 29th. I wanted him to think about me every time he preparing for that.
Hey, look, they ain't got fighters. Now, Bernard Hopkins from Philly. They ain't got fighters for that mentality that Bernard Hopkins got in Philly. Not right now to this day.
True.
Ain't none of them have that mentality. None of them. You get what I'm saying? Anyways, I found this video for Mama Holyfield. Lord have mercy. What Mama talking about now? This Mama. Boy, look at her here. Look at her here. Lord have mercy. This Mama Holyfield. Let's go.
What up, y'all? I'm driving real fast, but I just had to update y'all on something before it hit the news or before it hit social media. We've been offered a fight with Abdullah Mason. Hell yeah, we accept that. $2.5 million. That's the price. So put the money on the wood, it all go good. Yesterday's price ain't today's price, baby. Let's get this money, baby. Yes, we'll fight that brother. Put the money on the wood. He's with Turkey now and all them. Let's go. Jay Prince got money. Put that money up. Y'all believe on y'all guys.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Caller, hold on. You was getting paid $1 million to fight a champion in Shakur Stevenson. You ducked out of, so basically you ducked out of 3 fights. You ducked out of the Ashton H2O fight, the Jake Paul fighter, when you supposed to fought him on the Mike Tyson card. You ducked out of that, said you was injured. Then you went all the way to Saudi Arabia, played possum, hollering about, man, somebody poisoned my daughter. Stop. Somebody poisoned my daughter. I mean, they rubbed cream on her and they got in there. And then you got your daughter laying in bed with some headphones in her ear, with Afrobeats music playing in the background, talking about something. She died. Yes, she miraculously, healed and she feels better now. So if you wanted, you was getting paid $1 million to fight Shakur Stevenson, a guy that's a champion, but you want $2.5 million to fight a prospect? Didn't you say, Mama, didn't you say that you ain't no prospect and we're fighting champions and we're not going backwards to fight no Abdullah Mason? He's still a prospect. We're fighting contenders. We're a contender. We're fighting for a championship. And that's what you said. So make it make sense to me. You wanted $1 million to fight Shakur, a champion, but you want 2.5 to fight a prospect? Lord have mercy. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, Coach? Uncle Charles.
Uncle Charles, talk to me. Alabama.
Man, let me tell you something, man. I saw Bernard Hopkins when he did that. I was watching ESPN when they was advertising the fight. I said, when he threw that flag down, I said, you a dead man. Yeah. I said, you better get the hell up out of there. Them damn Puerto Ricans don't play, man. You throw that flag down. And he didn't just throw it down. He stepped on the goddamn flag. He stepped on it. That's what happened. That was at his ass. If he would have stayed there another 5 minutes, his ass would have spread it all over that island. I know that for sure. But let me say this, Coach, we will get the hell on up out of here. See, y'all don't understand. See, back then, that fighters that fought, We used to take taco meat out of people's heads. That's what we used to do. We was about that action. We was about that. We wanted all the smoke back then. See, that's what I'm saying here. Look at Marvin Hagler and what name they fought that fight. And what's his name? He fought Marvin Hagler.
Hitman Hearns.
That was not a boxing match.
That was a fight.
Imagine that would have been imagine that would have been a street fight. Somebody would have died.
Yeah.
See, back then we put our hands up. Now you got guys coming out to the ring with spotting 300 suits on. Then they had another guy come out there with a damn pepper on and a baby baller. And he got his ass knocked out in 38 seconds. They're trying to wake him up with some smell. So you better check that damn pepper, see he ain't got some brown logs in it, because he don't mess on his damn self. This is what I'm talking about. These fighters don't compare to what we was back then. OGs now are not the OGs like back then. No. That's just the way it is, coach. And that's all like I said, player.
Shout out to Uncle Charles, man. Alabama, stand up. Yeah, no, it ain't no that listen. And I don't think the young cats don't understand it. And the old cats who have conformed, they don't want to understand it. The old, cause you got some old crescent niggas with some YouTube channels, and boy, I'm like, Lord have mercy. I be listening to them day. I'm like, man, you might be an old nigga, but you got a law, bro. Where does mentality come from? Y'all look at this here, blood in his eyes. Blood in his eyes. And he caught the hitman right on the chin with that right hook. And that's when the hitman was in the process of throwing a left hook, and he got caught on the chin on the inside and lost blood in his eyes. They was gonna stop the fight. They were talking about stopping the fight, and he was like, "No, we got him." You get what I'm saying? You know, so and Tommy the Hitman Hearns wasn't nothing to play with, boy. The hitman wasn't nothing to play with. The hitman wanted all the smoke. So when you guys, that's why I don't. These dudes ain't that, fam. They not that. Anyway, now let's get back to Mama Holyfield. Boy, you can't make this up. Well, at least she got her hair done. At least she got her hair done. Let's go back to this here. So she won't.
What up, y'all? I'm driving real fast, but I just had to update y'all on something before it hit the news.
Did she just shake her hair?
What up, y'all? I'm driving real fast. What up, y'all?
Hey, did she shake her hair? Did she just shake her hair? Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me see. Maybe I'm tripping. Did she just shake her hair? Hold on.
What up, y'all? I'm driving real fast.
Hey. Hold on. I'm trying to see y'all here. All right, yeah, y'all can hear it. Okay, she shook her hair just then. Let's go.
What up, y'all? I'm driving real fast, but I just had to update y'all on something before it hit the news or before it hit social media. We've been offered a fight with Abdullah Mason. Hell yeah, we accept that. $2.5 million. That's the price. So put the money on the wood, it all go good. Yesterday price ain't today's price, baby. Let's get this money, baby. Yes, we'll fight that brother. Put the money on the wood. He's with Turkey now and all them. Let's go. Jay Prince got money. Put that money up. Y'all believe on y'all guy. What up, y'all? I'm driving real fast, but I just had to update y'all on something before it hit the news or before it hit social media.
Oh, I gotta make another video.
With Abdullah Mason. Hell yeah, we accept that. $2.5 million. That's the price. So put the money on the wood, it all go good. Yesterday price ain't today's price, baby. Let's get this money, baby. Yes, we'll fight that brother.
Put the money. Sweet. Boy, that nigga sweet. Oh, that nigga sweet.
On the wood. He's with Turkey now and all them. Let's go. Jay Prince got money. Put that money up. Y'all believe on y'all guy.
Look like she licked her lips. Did she lick her lips?
Put that money.
Let me see. Did she lick her lips just then? Let's see. Hold on.
Y'all believe on y'all guy. What up, y'all? I'm driving real fast, but I just had to update y'all on something before it hit the news. Or before. What up, y'all?
Oh my God! Now y'all see why I call her Mama Holyfield? Hey, Debbie, Coach Ron. Now you see why I call her Mama Holyfield, man. You get she shaking her. Stop. I gotta make another. I got listen. Hey, check it out, fam. Check it out. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Bro, she's shaking her hair.
Bruh.
Hold on. Okay, she's shaking. Okay, she's shaking her hair. She's shaking her hair. All right. Okay, let's do this one more time. Let's do that one more time. Let's see, can we get it? We can get it on regular speed. Get it on regular speed. We'll go right there and go from there.
What up, y'all?
Bruh.
I'm driving real fast, but I just had to update y'all on something before it hit the news or before it hit social media. We've been offered a fight with Abdullah Mason.
Bruh.
Hell yeah, we accept that.
Bruh.
$2.5 million. That's the price. So put the money on the wood, it all go good.
Bruh.
Yesterday's price ain't today's price, baby.
Bruh.
Let's get this money, baby. Yes, we'll fight that brother. Put the money on the wood. He's with Turkey now and all them. Let's go. Jay Prince got money. Put that money up. Y'all believe on y'all guy.
Bruh.
He said yesterday's price. Yesterday's price ain't today's price. Okay, I got a question. How do you justify $2.5 million to fight a guy who you said is a prospect that's beneath your son? How do you justify that? How do you justify that? Like, what is it based on? Your son make about $75,000 to $150,000 his last fight or whatever. I mean, your daughter is making $100,000. I think the last fight or whatever. Your daughter's made that, something of that sort, or less than that. You just pulling 2.5 out your ass. I mean, I got Abdullah Mason winning, you know what I mean? But that's neither here nor there. Like, how do you justify that? Hey, Jason, how do you justify 2.5 what? Hey, Jason, I got one for you. Jason, I have one. Listen, I have one for you right here. I have one for you right here. Hold on, wait. You want $2.5 million?
Who you think he is, DJ Quick? No, I ain't saying Kid Capri? I didn't say that. Oh, you must be Jimmy Walker. Blue, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that say you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me.
I tell you something. Money, I just said.
Blue, if I raise up, gonna be trouble. Trouble. I'm walking off.
Bro, you can't make this up. Hey, who you think it is? DJ Quick? Kid Capri? Oh, Jason, you must be Jimmy Walker. Mama Holyfield, you ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that says you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, mama, shut the fuck. Don't say that. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. Mama Holyfield, let me tell you something. Boy, if I raise up, ain't gonna be trouble. Trouble. Now walk it on. Bro, like, you can't make this up. I mean, you say, listen, your daughter got dropped her last fight. Your daughter got dropped her last fight by a tomato can. Your daughter went life and death with a tomato can. Got dropped and everything. Turned her back in the fight and walked off. What I forgot the fighter name. While Julio was swinging on you. Went to the corner to sit down on the stool. The stool wasn't there. She sat and she sat down and landed straight on the doggone the canvas. Bro, you arguably your son lost that fight. Arguably. You know what I mean? Bro, you want 2.5? Who you think it is? DJ Quick? This is ducking playing on the high level. You don't dunk Shakur. You went all the way to Saudi Arabia just to dunk. As a matter of fact, hold on, that's it. You know, listen, I didn't want to do this. I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to have to. I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to have to. You get what I'm saying? You know, you know, you did. I didn't want to do this, but I'm going to have to. Let's go. Let's see. I didn't want to do this, you know what I mean? But I got another video coming. She don't inspire me. She don't inspire me to go back in the lab. You know, I was trying to stall out. I was trying to stall out a little bit. All right, so I ain't want to do this, but it is what it is. So Mama Hofield, can you please reenact for us what happened on that fateful day where Shakur Stevenson poisoned your son? What happened? What happened on that fateful day, Mama? Mama, please let us know. Shakur set us up.
Bruh.
He planted drugs in our car.
Bruh.
You know, he sent SWAT to our hotel.
Bruh.
You know, he stole our passports and ripped the pages out of our passports.
Bruh.
We're finna do this interview with Mama right quick. Mama, tell us what happened, Mama. Hey guys, how you doing? Wait a minute. Oh, my hair is in my eyes. Wait a minute, my forehead. I'm going bald. I got the George Jefferson going in the front and my weave in the back, my man weave. Wait a minute, me put my hair back. Anyways, hey guys, how you doing? My name's Mama Hofield.
Bruh.
And I just want to let our fans know that kid is doing fine. He's in the hospital right now.
Bruh.
In a hospital bed. I told you guys, I gave you guys chronological order.
Bruh.
And what happened? Shakur set us up.
Bruh.
He planted drugs in our car.
Bruh.
You know, he sent SWAT to our hotel.
Bruh.
You know, he stole our passports and ripped the pages out of our passports.
Bruh.
You know, he had somebody rub cream on, wait a minute, my hair's in my mouth. He had somebody rub cream on kid and he got sick. He's in a hospital right now.
Bruh.
Kid just had I think he had surgery. I'm not sure. You know, but right now I got the video camera showing.
Bruh.
You know, kid is in the bed right now. He's knocked out sleep.
And I am grateful that I made it here.
Time to expose them.
You know, we're trying to make this movie. You know, so we didn't duck Shakur. We're not afraid.
Bruh.
The fight is Saturday, but Shakur was so afraid of us that he did all of these things. He even told the police that we had we was kidnapping, you know, children, which is not true. We don't do stuff like that.
Bruh.
Mole was in the camp because Shakur and them hired the Mole.
Bruh.
He stole our passports. He ripped Floyd's passport. Floyd went to the airport to come to London for the meet, and they wouldn't let him on because they said your signature page is ripped out of your book.
Bruh.
Also stabbed the tires. We went through 4 rental cars.
Bruh.
3 Airbnbs.
Yeah, it was like 5.
Bruh.
I didn't believe this person was the Mole.
Bruh.
You know, because he was supposed to be a friend. They also called the cops.
Bruh.
The SWAT team come 3 o'clock in the morning, say we harboring kids. They got an out-of-state call, and I got police records to show all of this. Kidnapping kids.
Bruh.
So 3 o'clock in the morning, they got guns to Floyd's head, and they search the house and they find out that this is somebody prank. So then they make a report saying that people is trying to prank this guy so he can't make his flight. The day before the flight, somebody planted drugs in the car.
Bruh.
In our rental car, and they called the cops, said that a guy with dreads tried to run him over while he was doing drugs in the car.
Yo, I think we should plan this another time. This nigga's scared.
So we wake up, the car alarm ringing, we go outside. I'm in my drawers saying, this is my rental car. And they like, you just drove this car. Somebody a half an hour ago reported y'all. So they throw me in the car with cuffs on and they start testing these drugs.
Bruh.
The thing that saved me is the guy, the tow truck driver that was putting the car on thing. He felt the car. He said, this car haven't been driven in hours. It's ice cold.
Bruh.
There's no way this man drove this car 30 minutes ago. And so they took the cuffs off. They took the drugs. They apologized and they had a cop circling the block till we got on an airplane to make sure nothing else happened.
As far as I'm concerned, they ducked. That's a duck move because Mama Hofield been online talking all this gangster stuff about what they gonna do to Shakur. Then as soon as we got close to the fight, now is somebody framed me. They planted drugs in the car. I got pistol whipped. Somebody stole my passport. SWAT came to my house, came to our hotel. He would have saying all this stuff, and he's never said that before, ever before a fight. All of a sudden, you finna fight Shakur. You talked up on this fight. You're getting paid the most money that you've ever been paid before. And now this.
Bruh.
Mama Holyfield and his son is a package deal. And I like Kid also, but Kid also ride with his dad, ride with his mama / dad. He's supposed to. I get that. And whatever his dad say, he ride with it. So guess what? Since whatever his dad say, he ride with it. Guess what it is then? He in it too.
True.
He in it too. They ducked Shakur.
Yo, I think we should plan this another time. This nigga's scared.
They got scared. They got cold feet at the end. That's what happened.
Bruh.
And they were making up all kind of lies, scandalizing that man's name.
He like, somebody stole my passport, the page of my passport. They set me up. What did you make about him not showing up to the press conference?
I'm actually scared. Like, I'm actually scared that they're not going to show up to the fight. And I'm going to go put in all of this.
Still?
Yes. All of this work that I'm putting in right now, I just feel like they looking for an excuse. Like, they looking for a way out. Like,
why? Why are you running from $1 million?
I mean, I can't
He
tell
did the picture. I'm making my first $1 million. Why you running from that?
But why would you go make up a lie and say that I sent somebody to steal your passport?
Oh, hold on.
Yes.
I thought he said just a random person did it.
Nah, he said
you sent somebody to steal the page. Come on, bro.
To take it, he said basically somebody broke into his house and they ripped the page out of his past. I swear, I'm not making this up. So now, like, it got me worried because it's like, are you gonna show up to Saudi, or are you gonna say somebody stole your passport, or are you gonna make up some type of excuse to why you're not coming to the fight?
Bruh.
Shakur. What you think was going to happen when Kid punches him in the stomach? Stop.
Bruh.
You know you can't do that. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, boy.
But this is what happened in camp. I even had to go to the hospital for anxiety.
Yo, I think we should plan this another time. This nigga's scared.
Because after the guns was at his head and stuff, my anxiety hit me bad. Okay. So they had to rush me to the hospital, everything.
Bruh.
So I got police reports and all this that I would show after the fight. So this isn't fiction. This isn't made up. This is what.
Hold on, wait. He said in the beginning, we got medical records of what happened. We gonna show it. He said here, yeah, we got the police reports. I'm gonna show that after the fight. Guess what we haven't seen yet? We haven't seen the police report. We haven't seen the medical records. He said in this video that he had all of that. He was gonna show it after the fight. Guess what? We ain't seen none of it yet. Let's continue.
What they do on their level, they try to infiltrate your training camps. They even got us kicked out of a gym. We paid for a private gym.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Find out the gym owner was friends with them, took our money and told us we could never come to his gym.
Bruh.
It was just like a lot to get through this camp. So we're going to make him pay when we get in that ring.
It's just too much. He was so afraid of us
Bruh.
that he did all of these antics.
Shout for season,
Now, let's forget the fact that since we've been boxing, we've never had anything like this happen.
Bruh.
But all of a sudden, we cried up on this fight. We begged for this fight. We finally got it. And right when the reality came true that we was getting this fight and the fight was going to happen Saturday, Shakur, he pulled all of these stunts.
I just feel like they looking for an excuse. Like, they looking for a way out.
And I am grateful that I made it here.
Bruh.
I strategically am building the greatest box of all time.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So I don't care what anyone says. We know that Shakur is not the real one. He ducked us. He ducked us by putting the police on us,
Bruh.
putting SWAT on us,
Bruh.
Having me put in handcuffs,
Bruh.
in my undies. I couldn't find my hair wrap in order to wrap my hair.
Bruh.
My locks, all of that stuff. We know for a fact that Kid is the greatest fighter of all time.
Shout for season,
I told you that. he would have beat Sugar Ray Robinson,
Bruh.
Floyd Mayweather,
Bruh.
Terrence Crawford,
Bruh.
Tank Davis, Shakur Stevenson.
Bruh.
I just feel like they looking for an excuse, like they looking for a way out.
Devin Haney, all of those guys, we know this for a fact. He's so afraid of us that he ducked us, and now we're in the hospital.
And I am grateful that I made it here.
Man, look here, man. Now, there's a whole lot I can say about this here. Hey, bro, I gotta do part two. I gotta do part two now. The level of captivity, you know what I mean? They know this, the level of captivity, you know what I mean? The level of captivity, bro. You know, your son, hey, what you say, Jamie? You know, my son know the 5 styles of boxing. You know, she knows the 5. My daughter, she knows the 5 styles of boxing. You know, you get what I'm saying? Like, listen, guys. Here's one of the styles that my daughter, Kid Austin, knows right now. I don't even play, nigga. Wakanda, bring your ass over here, nigga. This is what I'm gonna do to you. Oh Lord, oh, I just kicked Wakanda in the face. Oh, hit him in the stomach. Oh Lord, kick him, slap him, kick him, kick him, kick him, kick him again. Oh Lord, I'm being Wakanda ass. What you gonna do, Wakanda? You want some more? Oh Lord, hammer, go up on him, bam, catch him in the neck. Lord, Wakanda is dead. That's one of the styles right there. We taught Bruce Lee that move. We taught him that move, you know, right before he died. That's one of the styles right there. You know, we hold on. Wait a minute, guys. Wait a minute. Hold on. That's not the only style. That was the Henry Armstrong style. This style right here, this is the Willie Pep style. Oh, pussy ass nigga, what's going on, boy? I'm telling you, boy, I'm knock your fuck ass out, boy. Blow for blow, pound for pound, nigga. I got the title, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, finna knock one of you Wakanda niggas out. Nigga, I got these hands, nigga. I'm throwing them paws at that nigga, finna knock your ass down again, nigga. Get your ass back up, nigga. Don't run, nigga. Don't run, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, I want all the smoke. Nigga, I'm throwing them paws, nigga. I'm putting them hands on you, nigga. I told you what I'm gonna do to you, nigga. Catch you with the check left hook. Nigga, check left hook, nigga. I told you, boy, pound for pound, nigga. I'm the best. This more action than any Devin Haney fight. Put these paws on you, nigga. I told you, I got you backing up, nigga. I got you backing up. Nigga, watch that check left hook, knock your ass down again, nigga. I'm telling you, boy, it is what it is, nigga. I'm gonna make it do what it do. I'm telling you, boy, we ain't even playing over here, boy. And if you guys, that's the second style. This is the third style. Oh Lord, I swear to God, when I see that whole ass nigga goes man like highways, I'm gonna put them paws on him. Nigga, Wakanda forever, bitch. Oh Lord, he threw Wakanda through that fence. Wakanda is dead. Oh Lord. This right here is the fourth style. And this one right here is my favorite, the fifth style.
Make it last. Make it last forever. Don't let I love you.
And this right here, this is a sixth style that we just came up with last week.
Fuck you all rolling up on for, cuz?
He must don't know. He can't know.
Huh?
He can't know.
We are now currently working on the seventh style of boxing that no one has ever heard of before.
Nigga, I'm talking face on the brochure.
Boy.
Lights out, you hear me? Clap on, clap off.
Okay.
Huh? You got me fucked up, cuz.
And this is another style that we've been working on. It's a cross between the first style of boxing and the fourth style of boxing. Tell me, what do you think?
I need to talk to you right now about my royalties and how you keep your books.
My office hours are from 9 to 5.
Fuck your office hours. I need to talk to you right now, motherfucker.
Hey, this you can't make this up. Nigga, talk about, you know, the 5 styles. You know, welcome. So, you think your skills are better than mine? Hey, wanna try to battle me? Hey, come on. I'll show you. Meet me at the Wing Wing Ping Ping Pain School at 3 o'clock. Nigga, what is this, Kung Fu Theater? I know all 5 styles. Nigga, I know, you know, I know all the styles. I know all the styles of boxing.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the Wassa legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth? Catches bullets with his teeth? Nigga, please.
I am sick of hearing these bullshit Superman stories about the WhatsApp. Legendary Bruce Leroy catching bullets with his teeth. Catches bullets with his teeth. Nigga, please. No, the 5 stars of boxing, huh?
Who's badder than the Shogun?
Bruce Leroy, that too.
Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy.
Oh, Bruce Leroy ass nigga. DC said the frontal cortex not developed yet. Man, you can't. Hey Mason, he want 2.5. Well, we need 2.5 million, dog. Yeah, you went Turkey now. You went Turkey now. Jay Prince have money. You know, you can put it up. Put the money on the wood. What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? Bro, you want 2.5 for what? How you ain't got no belt? You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got no fans. You ain't got no belt. Fam, like, how do you justify asking for 2.5 mil? Dude, like for boy, this is duck language. Boy, this is some high price ducking right here, boy. Boy, this is some high price ducking. You know what I mean? Bro, you can't make this up. Two prospects. You know, this is what I was talking about. This is exactly what I'm talking about. How your daughter know the 5 styles of boxing? Your daughter ain't a haggler. But your daughter ain't got the haggler mentality. Your daughter ain't got the James like Sartoni mentality. The marvelous, the Tommy the Hitman Hearns mentality. The Sugar Ray Leonard, Roberto Duran mentality. You talking about my daughter? She did that. That was what he said. That was the what is it, Willie Pep style? No, that wasn't Willie Pep. That was dang, what she said. That was the Archie Moore style or something. I forgot. Not Willie Pep, but it was the other. Oh, I forgot what she said. Man, I forgot what she said. Oh my God. Oh, I forgot what she said. Yeah, you know, but this style, this style is I think, did she say what? No, she didn't say Willie Pelt. Man, I forgot what she said. Mama Hopefield said her son was doing when she fought the last dude. Her son was talking about Henry Armstrong. That's it, Mason. Mason, that's it. Henry Armstrong. That that was the Henry Armstrong. Hey Mason, that's what it was. Henry Armstrong. That was the Henry Armstrong. Stop, Mason, stop it. Stop picking at me. That was you know, and for every style, there's a counter style. There's a counter style. For every style, there's a counter style. We know the counter style to the style. So it doesn't matter. My son, she already knows. My son, she knows that anytime when you see a fighter do this, you dip into your frontal cortex. Now, even though your frontal cortex hasn't developed yet, and you're 23 years old, you're still living with me, all your money come to me, and you're not allowed to have a driver's license or anything, not allowed to do interviews, but even though your frontal cortex isn't developed yet, don't worry about it. Don't worry. I do the thinking for you, okay? So don't worry about it. I'm gonna get you paid, I promise you. The $1 million, don't worry about that. We're gonna double that. You know, our stock has went up. And I'm like, dude, you do know y'all stock has went down in boxing, right? You do know y'all stock has went down. Bro, it's over. It's over. Let's give everybody a round of applause. It's over with, fam. It's over. Kiss the baby.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, look here, fam. Yeah. It's over with, fam. It's over. Kiss the baby, fam. Kiss the baby. It's over with. It's over, fam. It's over. Yo, hey, well, Lord have mercy, boy, Lord, listen. Oscar De La, let me tell y'all one thing I can tell you, because I think I heard Jamie say he think Oscar told him to do that. Oscar didn't tell him to do that. Oscar De La Hoya did not tell him to do that. That wasn't Oscar. That's not true, man. That wasn't Oscar. That was strictly Mama Hofield's son. She didn't want that fight. She was terrified. She didn't want that fight. There was nothing wrong with her, none of that. Again, Mama Hofield have not shown anything. She said that she's going to show the police reports. She's going to show the medical records to show proof that all of these things happened. She have not shown anything. She is a pathological liar. Every time she open her mouth, she lies. Telling you, I got the dirt on all this motherfucker. I'm telling you, she's a pathological liar, bro. You can't believe nothing she says. She said she was going to show proof, right? Has she shown proof yet? That was a lie. That's a lie right there. She said she was gonna show proof. I just showed you the video where she said she gonna show the proof and the medical records and the police report. She said she was gonna show that. After the fight, she said that. Guess what? We still ain't seen it yet. True. Haven't seen it yet. We dedicate this show to the hood.
I want to thank the whole hood who came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy.
Yeah, man. I listen, man. I gotta get him, man. I gotta get him. I can't listen. I gotta get him. I would be remiss, boy, if I let this slide. I'm just gonna let everything else slide. And I can't let this slide.
Hurting the group. I'm the best thing ever happened to this damn group.
Nobody's bigger than the group.
Y'all ain't stupid. I'm the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
You can't believe that she want 2.5 for what?
You wish you could work it the way I do, but you can't. You're begging me not to leave you, and I refuse to let you go.
I mean, goddamn, I believe in, you trying to be ambitious, but damn.
Now, I run every kind of bitch, every kind of place, and I know one thing. When it comes down on you, you either collectivize or you run like a solitary rat.
Boy, you can't make this up.
Get out my face. Don't need nothing you got no more. Don't need no hair's been messing up my corner. And you better get that bad look off your face before I knock it off.
Bruh, tighten up.
Don't ever forget, when I found you, you was strung out on coke. When I found you, you was like a big house, contemplating about killing yourself. So don't you ever forget who brought you to Big Time Box. I drugged you back. I brought you back. I provided food and put food on your table for your family to eat. And I'm doing it for the second time. So don't you ever forget that.
If your name Mama Hofield and you are a boxing mom and you have a boxing daughter that's a hoe just like you, Riley, get her.
Look, fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it. Fuck them cheap ass cigars. Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your chocolate. Fuck Guy Ritchie. Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Bruh, you can't make this up, fam. You can't make this up. You can't make it up. It is what it is. We got to say all praises due to the Most High, the Most Exalted, the greatest human being on the planet Earth. And I say that sarcastically, Mr. Al Heyman.
Well, I guess I got to be like everybody else and saying Al Heyman. I can quit my job now, baby. 6 figures, baby. You feel me? I'm about to
But a name. Do you have a name?
Oh, nah, I ain't got no name,
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Hold on. Yeah, man, bro, you can't make this up. You can't make this up at all, man. It is what it is, man. Shout out to the tender runners of PYTs and honey deals. I'm gonna give everybody a shout out after these messages. And we dealing with the snow bunnies. You dig?
See her eyes shine, she's my snow bunny, please. In the winter light too, she's my sweet dust of free. Talk to my nose, this lover's got it so raw. Make you move, stepping out of control. Snow bunny, moving on the bar. Everything's alright. Got that smooth, so feel. No, that's next to the law.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Let's give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the Boston Podcast menu. Shout out to Mr. Ruben Allen. Shout out to Mika Lovem. Rude Exposure. Legacy Mindset. Shout out to Highlight Space. Boxing First. Shout out to Mr. Tomato Can. Sonny Augustine, salute, brother. Who else we have in the building? Shout out to Javi. Cool Breeze, salute to you, fam. Hey, shout out to Amaro. 2.5. Nigga, 2.5. Who you think it is? DJ Quick? Legacy Mindset. Hey. I can see that right there. Hey, shout out to JC. JC in the building. Hey. Hey, who you think it is? DJ Quick? Shout out to Preacher Joe. Shout out to Miss Connie. Miss Black Panther. Shout out to La Jessica. Shout out to Nate the Great. Listen, I want $2.5 million. Put the money on the wood. Let us know it's all good. Listen, Mama Hopefield. You ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. I want $2.5 million. Who you think it is? DJ Queen? King Capri? Oh, you must be Mary J. Blige. You ain't nothing. You don't deserve nothing. You don't get nothing. You get what I give you. I got a contract between me and you that says you do what I tell you to do. Therefore, shut the fuck. Don't say nothing. Don't speak to me. Don't look at me. Mama Hopefield, let me tell you something. If I raise up, ain't gonna be trouble. Ooh, now walk it on. Man, but you can't make this up. Listen, man, shout out to EMS. John. Mr. John Martinez. Hey, shout out to $1 Dreams, Detroit, stand up. Preacher Joe is in the building. JC, Jamie from New York is in the building. Hey, shout out to Skip Salis, salute fam. The lovely Miss Black Panther. Martin King Boston, salute fam. Hey, man, it is what it is, man. Passion for Beauty. School of X-Man, salute. Mr. Curtis Robinson. Who else we got, man? Hey, shout out to Elohim. I ain't gonna lie, dog. This is, because you it's kind of hard not to. I get what y'all be saying. Y'all want to lump all the boxing dads in the bucket together. I mean, the ones who very vocal. But this one right here, I told y'all, ain't nobody like Mama Hopefield. Boy, Mama Hopefield, boy. Listen, boy. Mama Hopefield, Lord have mercy. Shout out to G5. Who else we got, man? EMS. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to DC. RJ in the building. Superman flying through the say today. Damn it, Coach Ron. Man, hey, you talking about pricing yourself out. Yesterday's price, today's price is not yesterday's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Like, bro, like, how do you even justify that? How? Like, how do you get what I'm saying? Like, you just pulled that number out your ass? I mean, you pulled it out your pussy? So you did pull $2.5 million out your pussy. Listen. My son, she'll fight anybody. My son, she will fight Abdullah Mason. We'll fight her. We'll fight Abdullah Mason. She will fight Abdullah Mason in a heartbeat. We just need 2.5 mil, and we'll be there tomorrow. Guess what? Listen, I can promise you this. Turkey Al-Sheikh already tried to pay these fools one time. Turkey Al-Sheikh already tried to pay these fools one time, the most money they've ever made. And they faked. Guess what? And they ducked. Do you think Turkey Al-Sheikh want to deal with these fools again? Turkey Al-Sheikh ain't think about these people. After what happened, you don't lie. Said the kingdom poisoned you. Then you said Shakur poisoned you. Lie, you don't lie. You ain't showed no receipts yet. We was in the hospital for 2 days. That's a lie. Y'all got kicked out hours later. You told your daughter to lay up in the bed. Kid, lay in the bed, and act like. Come on. I want you to do a quick, good acting job. We have a good acting career for you once this boxing is over with. Just lay in the bed. Don't just stay still. Come on, let's put some wires right here. I got some wires right here. We're just gonna put right here. We're gonna make it look like, I'm gonna shoot you at this angle and make it look like that you're weakened. You get what I'm saying? You can't make this up. Okay. That's today's fighters. Hey, shout out to the neighborhood Hebrew. Neighborhood Hebrew. That's today's fighters, fam. Hey, shout out to Ali Meadow. Salute, fam. That's today's fighters. That's where we at. We went from Hagler to Hearns the Julio Cesar Chavez, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis. We went from that to what we just saw. It is what it is. Bro, you can't make this up. Hey, boy, let me tell you something, boy. They be giving me so much material to talk about. Shout out to dog. Y'all be on the lookout, man. Mama Hopefield Part 2 is dropping. Stomp Part 2 is dropping. Shout out to Superman. Okay. The lovely Miss Black Panther. Lord have mercy. Okay. Shout out to the neighborhood Hebrew. Okay. Green Eyes P. Okay. Mr. Curtis Robinson. Okay. Shout out, hey, listen, man. Shout out to my main man, Mr. Adam Maddox. Salute, brother. Tough glove boxing. Boy, these dudes, boy, they pricing themselves out, boy. This dude been fighting bombs his entire career.
But this bomb is taking the easy matches, fighting other bombs.
How you go from fighting bombs, been on that Golden Boy diet, the most you ever made was $100,000. How you go from that to 1 and 2.5? Who you think it is? DJ Queen? It is what it is, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one. You know my motto. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Hey, y'all know what it is.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go.